You're.
We are the biracials of the black community.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
That was fire.
That is jokes. Brown-skinned people are the biracials of the black community.
Interesting.
We're not light enough to be light-skinned. We're not dark enough to be dark-skinned. We are just...
Why do you want to be impressed so bad?
Really?
Irishman's too long of a movie.
I had to watch it in 2 parts, but
I think
What's Irishman?
Everything,
like
everywhere, all at
Scorsese,
once
like
took me
Goodfellas and
to.
shit. Oh yeah.
Everywhere, everything, what is that movie called? Anywhere, everything.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
I haven't seen it, you know.
Really?
I heard it. Didn't it win like Oscars and stuff?
Yeah.
No, I
You
haven't
gave me
seen it.
smoke for not seeing Inglourious Bastards, but you haven't seen that.
Did you
movie.
watch Inglourious Bastards?
I haven't.
No,
I
exactly.
haven't. Well, let's revisit this, and when we've both seen this, and they're both Oscar movies, so we'll see.
Is Inglourious Bastards Oscar? No, it didn't win Best Oscar Film, did it?
But it wasn't nominated? Like, it was a big deal when it came out.
Quentin Tarantino, he's the greatest ever, so maybe.
Oh yeah.
I'm standing on business with that. I don't care. That's one white man I'll always support. Yeah. Unless he's like comes out. Is he? He's not racist and stuff,
No,
right?
but you'll let him say it.
Tarantino?
I'm not letting. I don't let any non-black person say it.
But you like his movies. He says it the hard R in his movies.
Quentin Tarantino? No, he doesn't.
Have you not seen Pulp Fiction?
Oh, you're right. He does. But I mean,
He
that's,
writes his characters
You're right,
to be.
You're right. I don't let him say it. I get mad, but it's the nature of the film.
Right,
So I'm gonna let it slide.
Fair enough,
But I don't
fair
think he'd be letting it drop in real life. Hopefully not. God, I really
is
hope
he the
not.
only the one white director you would let direct a black film?
Yeah, remember we talked about this. How I said I think he did Django like perfectly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Clyde said I was kind of for that.
What? That Django's a good film?
I think it's an amazing film.
I think you said it was the best slave film.
100%.
That's what I was kind of. But then I thought about it more, and
Yeah,
it
what's
probably.
Stand on business.
But I don't like. It's probably the most entertaining, rewatchable
100%.
slave film. But like, if you talked about historical accuracy and things like that, and like Roots and 12 Years a Slave probably has a hand in this conversation.
I just think, which I mentioned before, we won't beat the dead horse. I just think it was done in a way that didn't make me feel, like. You know when you leave a movie about like racism, you just get like you're so mad.
Yeah.
Like you're mad in that movie,
It made
but
you feel
like
good about it.
not good, but like it kept me engaged without like feeling too like it told the story right, and obviously it wasn't sugarcoating it, but it also still had a very good tale to it.
I agree, and like
You know
that
what I
makes it the
mean?
most well-rounded, like kind of well-adjusted movie on that topic.
Like the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio played such a ass person, but like just like Oscar worthy, like his character as a slave owner was just so good.
You can't be mad at his
It
character
was disgusting how good it was.
it's like the best.
Like I was like, damn, this is a good ass slave master.
the most acceptable. The most acceptable context of white people utilizing the N-word is things like Django.
Yeah,
It's
and
Tarantino writing it down and Leo saying it.
And
you know?
before we move on, do you remember? Did you watch Django?
yeah.
Okay, did
Seen
you
it a
watch
few
it?
times.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember the scene where he smacks the table?
Yeah, oh
And
yeah.
that
was,
actually happened.
Yeah, it was improvised.
real.
And
That
he
was
ru-
Yeah, yeah.
improvised,
He rubs
and they
the
just
real
kept
blood.
rolling, and he rubs the real blood on Kerry Washington's face. Like that's his actual blood.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so in the
it was-
scene, he smacks the table, but his hand goes through a glass. And he doesn't break character.
Yeah,
he keeps rolling,
that's
and his
real.
hand is literally like gushing blood. And he like wraps it up, but then he like grabs her face, and she screams in real time, and he like rubs the blood, and you can
He's
tell
saying
she's
crazy things too
Yeah.
about like the bone in the back of your head, and like
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
really racist things.
That's not like a cautionary thing if you're shooting. Like imagine that was like Magic Johnson.
Okay. See,
I don't know.
All right, we're having a fun conversation
Yeah,
about
no.
improvised lines.
You know
so
what?
I'll
Yeah,
just let it
my
be.
bad.
anyways,
My
guys,
fault.
welcome to episode 19
Yeah,
of the
we're,
Relentless Diaries podcast. You googled it. I can see your eyes looking. I can see your eyes looking.
Yo,
You googled it.
this stretch has been the
Googled
most
it.
difficult. 17, 18, 19. Who
Yeah.
is any of those? Like,
Okay, who we got
and like,
first?
look, it's Sam Cassell, Hito Turkoglu, and Tyson Chandler are the most notable people that wore number 19. So
Couldn't even tell you.
So, exactly. You know, I had to Google that one. The last 3 have been rough.
Yeah.
In 4 episodes, you'll have an easy one.
All right, bet. Okay, welcome to
Yep.
episode 19 of the Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main host, Zoe.
I'm Clyde.
Mucho.
Intrasor is Papi today.
Yeah, he's
He's
Papi
Papi
now.
today. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
he's a dad.
No, he's in. I think he's in.
What
he's
you
in
trying to
the-
put up?
No, he's in the
Dominican.
Dominican. That's where he
Ah.
is. So Papi today. He's when he goes to
No,
LA, he's LA Trey. So next episode he'll come back with probably like an accent, like a Spanish accent or
New
a Dominican
episode, new
accent.
accent for Trey.
Yeah. So it looks like
How
he's
it
having
goes.
fun out there.
Okay.
I mean, we'll potentially give a heads up. Maybe we might be taking a 1 week break. I just want to let people give people.
Because if you said it, we're taking a break, you already know that.
No, I'm gonna let people get as
stomach's
much
been trouble.
notice as possible. We potentially might be taking a 1 week break. Don't freak out. It's likely gonna come. And don't freak out because one, I'm giving you heads up, and two, we want to make sure that everything stays on track. But I might be traveling,
Hot foot.
and it will just the foot is hot again.
Yeah.
You know. But I might be traveling, so it's not confirmed yet, but it might be likely. If you get an episode, I haven't gone. If you don't get an episode, I'm having a great time in Europe. So we'll see. But that is potentially what will happen. So I'm giving you people like 3 weeks notice, almost 2 weeks notice,
3 weeks.
3 weeks notice that we might not have one episode for mid-June.
Y'all will be okay.
Well, everyone will be okay.
Everyone will.
She'll come back with hot stories.
Oh yeah, I'll have the crazy. I'm not gonna say where I'm going. Even though I kind of gave away the continent, but I'm not going to say what for. If you know, you know, and you will find out if I end up going. But yeah.
What'd you get into?
This week? I don't know, man. It was a long weekend here. I feel like it's kind of like the kickoff to summer.
It did feel like that. It felt like the the kickoff for
Yeah,
for summer,
and like,
first
you know,
summer
we're
weekend.
in Toronto, so we're in a country that is cold like 75% of the time. And, I feel like this is the time where sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Like, this is what it is. And everyone's outside.
This is like our Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yeah. But, like, it's going to continue.
Victoria Day weekend.
Yeah, Victoria Day weekend is like our Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
And it's just going to continue throughout the summer. So I think now, I think we work so hard and people stay inside or whatever throughout the winter and, the seasonal depression and it gets dark so early. And then now when you see like a glimpse of sunlight and it's 26 degrees and the rooftops are open.
That's facts. Like I'd be like going for like a little like walk at work and stuff like that when I take a break and like that, man, the amount that does for just your like endorphins and mental health. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun's out. I'm in a better mood. Everybody's happier. People are spending money.
Yeah.
It's great.
Do you think being from Canada, so a country that literally experiences all 4 seasons, makes you a better, well-rounded individual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I lived in Miami or LA or something like that, I feel that I wouldn't have that like grind while I hibernate type of work ethic. I feel
Every
like
day's
I'd
a
just
holiday
be
type
fucking
shit.
turning up.
So you don't
all year.
believe in like LA and Miami homeless people?
Whoa.
You think they're just lazy and shit?
Yeah, it's too nice out there. They need to move out here and get their work ethic.
Hey.
You ain't really homeless. You're homeless in LA. Yeah.
But my thing is, I feel like if God forbid, if I ever was gonna be homeless, I'd rather be homeless in a country that's or a city or wherever that's warmer. Because I mean, to be homeless in Toronto is awful.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But sometimes our temperature is like negative 20 degrees
Yeah,
Celsius.
but being homeless in LA,
Yeah.
It's not. It's homeless. It's still homeless. It's still bad.
I know.
But it's
I'm being facetious,
relatively.
relax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it would
relatively
definitely be
lit.
better. It'd be better than it would be because temperature-wise.
Mujo's got some interesting like property and living opinions. You posted like a mansion the other day on Twitter, and you were like, "Man, anybody that wants to live in this is crazy."
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So I don't know. That
It was like a Texas home.
Yeah, that was like a mansion in the middle of nowhere in Texas. That costed like, I don't know, $600,000 or something.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And then everybody was like foaming at the mouth for it. But I'm like, shout out to you if this is your ambition in life, but I would hate it.
So shout out to you if your ambition in life is to live in a
Big
In
piece
the,
of
in the
property.
middle of nowhere, in not even suburbia. There's a word that's even worse than that, exurbia, which is like
Oh, is
this-
that how you describe that?
It's,
Exurbia.
it's even further out than the suburbs because
Okay.
it's a suburb of a suburb.
And you don't feel like at any point in your life that your lifestyle would fit that type of
No.
home?
No. I've done research about it. Like, kids growing up in places like that, it's even worse for them. Because you're
especially kids of color.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that okay, you have that because you're not in multicultural places. And then also you're living in isolation. Sure, you have a yard, but who are you playing with?
Fair.
You're not developing socially. You know what I mean? So
It's a bigger sense of like community. I'd probably feel like you know anybody that's like within your like radius, right? And
yeah,
I feel like
you having that autonomy of being able to walk to school or go get something from the store and come back, like that develops kids. You know what I mean?
yeah. Although though, like I feel people who live those lives tend to be pretty happy.
What?
who live like in the middle of nowhere. They have like acres of land.
I feel like they have this blissful ignorance that they just kind of like will stay in about like I don't know.
Have you heard of the opiate crisis?
Yeah, I have. It has been brought to my attention. Yeah,
that's where they at.
In Texas,
they got nothing to do. Yeah,
the Exurbia places.
Yes.
Well, I mean, as someone who went to school, well, back when I went to school, I went to Mayfield. If anyone knows what that is, it's a school in Peel region.
Is that bumfuck Brampton?
It's Caledon. So it's further north, and the city's called town.
It's in Caledon?
Mayfield's in Caledon, like right at the beginning.
It's like borderline?
It's right at the beginning of Caledon.
Wow.
So as soon as you exit off the 410 north to Mayfield, it's right there.
Okay.
So back in the, this sounds crazy for me to say, back in the day when I was in high school, because if you go to, people who don't know what I'm talking about, if you go up to Caledon, the town that I went to high school in, and now looks completely different from when I went to school out there. Yeah. Like there was shit all out there when I went to school. Like it was the school and then farms and you get to some houses when you go down further here, Ontario, and like a pie shop. Like that was it. Now there's fucking like a whole, like there's Walmart and there's McDonald's and there's freaking Popeyes and shit. They have like a whole freaking, like there's Mercedes Benz. It's a whole different like city now. Damn. But when I went to school, literally I've been out of high school for almost 11 years, which is disgusting. No, I lied. Sorry. This year's 10 years. I've been out of high school for 10 years. When I was there, literally, like I remember being on the bus and I'd wake up to the smell of cow shit. That's how I knew we were getting close to school. Because like you would smell manure. And like literally you'd get off the bus, it'd be freezing cold, you'd be in the school that's back then in the middle of nowhere. And that was it. And we would have to drive out to like Trinity Commons, like a 15 minute drive to even see a freaking Starbucks or anything. But we not like, and those kids would do what? They were rich white kids who had big houses in Caledon, this town that really didn't have shit. What would they do? They would do a shit ton of drugs. That's why when they're like, oh, kids nowadays, like, I'm like, bro, kids were doing coke when I was in grade 10, 9, 11, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, these kids now are doing it, but
it's just on camera.
That's exactly. Like I used to there was a kid, I won't say his name in case people know who he is, but there was a kid in school, he was hilarious, this like short little white kid, I used to get weed from him all the time. He was the craziest drug head, but he used to get the best weed. And I just buy weed from him all the time in high school, but he used to do way more than weed. But like, that was back then. So like, I'm saying, when you go to these areas and you have these kids
You smoked enough weed in high school to like know who had the best weed?
Okay, first of all, I wouldn't say that.
That's what you say. You're like, I take him over this guy. He was this like. I know you were like that.
Okay, first of all, I didn't smoke enough weed to know who had the good
stuff and who didn't.
But I would say that him and I were cool. And I knew that he would always smoke, so he's the only person that I trusted. Yeah. Because I also smoked with him before. Yeah. Okay, so he's the only person that I actually trusted and did. I also didn't want to like go around and ask people. Yeah. But him and I were cool enough. It's like, yo, homie, you got me. He's like, yo, I got you. So he was that kind of cool white kid. But regardless, it was funny because also people who are nameless. I was at Palm Trees this weekend, and there were two guys. Okay, so funny. So yeah, I was at Palm Trees. Everyone shout out D and the Palm Trees crew. They have amazing parties in the city. Continue to do great things. There's two guys that I didn't go to middle school with. I knew them when they're a year older than me. So I was in grade 8, they were in grade 9. Or I was in grade 7, they were grade 8, whatever. And like as we got older, like I kept in touch with one of them. But recently I linked up with the other one because he brought him around. And I was like, oh, look, I remember even blah, blah, blah. And it was funny because I was like, bro, the first time I got high was with you guys. And they were like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, like the first time that I smoked weed was with you guys in this girl's backyard. Like I remember, like yesterday, it was you guys. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, like I literally remember this. Like it was yesterday. We were in this girl's backyard. Y'all came over. Y'all brought weed. We sat in her backyard, got high, and stayed up the whole night. And we were like 14.
Took your innocence.
So yeah, I was like 14, 15. They were maybe like 15, 16. I don't know if we were in grade 9 or 10, whatever. And that was it.
Very full circle.
Very full circle. But like I said, now everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? We're all grown, whatever. It's funny, you can laugh about now. But it's funny to like how our community works. Or like, I like also staying in like the GTA because I like stories like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like people like to move away from, but I kind of like stories. Brampton's a great city.
It is. Brampton has good people.
Of course
it's got good exports. But Like to what Mucho's kind of saying though about just because I feel that way. I never wanted to be somewhere where it took 20 minutes to go to a convenience store or something like that. But I just feel the older I get and the more Toronto seems to be not like a desirable place to like live, especially like downtown or something like that. But I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I used to do this job where I would like deliver hot tubs, so I would really go out in the country and see some of like, and I'd like, you know, just imagine what these people's lifestyles is like, and like, I don't know, I can see that for myself like in the future, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
Exurbia.
think I could live in Exurbia ever, but I also don't think I want to raise kids in the city.
That would probably be the biggest thing.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but I don't know if I'd really want to. But I want my kids to know the city. Because even when I was a kid, like I said, I grew up
Ideal to retire, probably.
Yeah, maybe. I grew up in Brampton, which was like the suburbs, yes. And like we didn't really go to Toronto that much till I got a bit older. So, but I would still I would actively want to bring my kids into the city, even if I lived in the suburbs.
You didn't have like first cousins or something that lived
no. In the city, no. And I don't really have family who lives like in Toronto. No, Scarborough, sure. But not like in the core like of Toronto. No, I don't have much.
But Scarborough's a suburb too. That's not.
Yeah, Scarborough is a suburb. They don't want to hear it, but Scarborough's a suburb. I believe, which I saw a tweet, there's more talent that comes out of Brampton than there is out of Scarborough.
Ooh. Let's count them out.
You have names to put?
Well, okay, Brampton. Okay, we can start NBA players.
Okay, so are you counting RJ Barrett because he's Mississauga?
No, give him.
Let's give him. It's Peel Region.
Okay.
Who's a Scarborough basketball player?
We'll take it. Peel Region.
Scarborough. I can name one, but we'll start with Brampton.
So RJ Barrett, Tristan.
Are we doing Peel Region?
Do Peel Region. I say take Peel Region.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett went to Marcy's. It's not that far from my house.
Fair enough.
so
Peel Region versus Scarborough. Okay.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so we have RJ Barrett, Tristan Thompson. I mean, Anthony Bennett was a first draft
Still
pick.
first draft.
Corey.
Still first draft pick. Is Corey Joseph from Brampton?
No, Corey Joseph from Pickering.
Oh, no, yeah, that's
you
east.
can't
That's
count
east,
that.
east,
It's east.
yeah.
Michael Sarah's from Brampton.
Bam.
Alessia
Kara's from Brampton.
Roy Woods is from Brampton.
Roy Woods is from Brampton. Party next door, Peel Region.
He's from Mississauga.
Peel Region.
Peel Region.
Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah. I didn't say that. Like,
Tory Lanez talent-wise.
Who else? There's someone else I'm trying to think.
Jessie Reyes is from Brampton. I'm pretty sure.
Is she?
I don't think
No.
so. I swear she's from London.
London, England?
London,
No.
Ontario.
Oh.
London, Ontario.
I was like, what?
Scarborough. Okay, no, we can keep going.
Yeah. So, bro, I'm trying to think. There's more.
Bro,
I think
no
there's
one's
more.
from Scarborough, bro.
Well, the Weeknd claims the East.
Yeah,
He's
the
east,
Weeknd's
yeah.
from Scarborough.
So
East,
Weeknd
though.
is Scarborough.
I have a list of celebrities from Scarborough up. On,
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Jim
no,
Carrey.
like, there's
Jim
nobody.
Carrey's from Scarborough.
Okay, so who's Scarborough?
I can't. Like, there's no one that you would know here. Like,
Jamal McGlory's from
Impossible.
Scarborough.
I was gonna say that might be the
Jamal
one.
Murray's
ball
what?
player.
Kitchener. Doesn't really count, right?
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. But regardless, I'm just saying. I'm trying to think who's out of. What about Belly?
He's from Ottawa.
Oh, Ottawa. I mean Drake. You can't. Even though Drake runs with Scarborough, he's not from Scarborough. Even though he runs with Scarborough. Exactly. So I'm not.
Is that east?
Forest Hill's not east.
It's not east.
I like
No.
passed through Forest
on
Hill on my way
Bathurst.
here one time.
Yeah,
on
I
Bathurst.
can't
That's Mr. Young.
we can't take.
Fifi Dobson is from Scarborough.
Okay.
Fifi Dobson. But look how many Brampton names I just named.
P. Rain
Yeah,
from
it's-
Scarborough.
Yeah.
No,
I
you're right. Yeah.
Listen, man.
It
Brampton.
sounds crazy, but
Listen,
Brampton,
man.
like just naming a bunch of them, or if you want to go wild.
I'm
to
from
Peel
Brampton.
Region.
Shout
Like,
out, shout
what
out
the
for
hell?
y'all. We forgot to mention
Oh,
Four
y'all.
y'all. What? Four y'all's from Brampton. Like, what are we talking about?
What is it about Brampton that makes it like a hotbed of talent?
Because
you
we're
think?
great people. What the hell?
Yeah.
Brampton? Are you kidding me?
Brampton's underrated. For
We are
talent-wise.
very underrated. We are. I mean, I don't know too much now, but at one point, Brampton was up. We were a lit ass city. Okay, I won't say lit ass city. Sorry.
Shout out to Bushman.
Who's that?
Bushman's from Brampton.
Bushman's from Brampton.
Bushman's from Brampton, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, I
word.
didn't know that too.
Bushman, he's
Word.
probably
What about Northside Benji? Where's he from?
Brampton?
See, what the fuck? Come on, yo.
Yeah, shout out to Brampton.
All
Shout
right,
out to
come
Brampton.
on.
R.I.P.
Hey.
Houdini, but he was from Brampton too.
Come on.
I didn't know that he was from Brampton either. Okay.
Peel Region,
most
baby.
of our talent is from Brampton.
Yeah.
Peel Region, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm a Peel Region princess all day, every day.
Flower City.
Done.
Peel Region
I'm a
Princess.
Peel
is sick.
Region princess. That's the title of the episode. Hello.
All right.
Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say. But regardless, what are we talking about? Sorry, moving on.
We were just talking about property.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Yes, to wrap that up.
Yeah, there's somewhere in the middle that is probably nice for all of y'all. I'd probably like it more city-wise, but yeah, if you guys want to be right outside the city, I completely understand that.
I think if I continue to live in,
And it doesn't even have to be Toronto. I'm just saying in general.
yeah. I think if I continue to live in Ontario, I would ideally probably want to raise a family in like Vaughan.
Word.
What about North York?
Or depends where. I wouldn't mind. It just depends where. But I think Vaughan I could do.
The Jane?
No,
Nah.
Vaughan I could do. I think Vaughan is like good. Like it's nice. We're not too far out. There's still some shit kind of going on in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful houses. Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah.
Vaughan Mills.
And the subway comes
Italian
out here. I don't
people.
even know why the
Yeah,
subway comes
yeah.
out here, but it does.
To Vaughan? Oh yeah, it does. I mean, we're in Vaughan right now.
Yeah, we are.
I just realized that. So
Shout out to Andrew Wiggins.
Oh,
There
yeah,
you go.
there you go.
Yeah, that's fun.
see,
Yeah.
so
Played for the Mississauga Monarchs, though.
And the Etobicoke Thunder.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Having to
But
cover
anyways.
Andrew Wiggins in grade 7 was the worst thing.
Did
of
you
all
have to
time.
do that?
Yes.
You played against Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I had
that.
to cover him. I had to cover Dylan Brooks at one point. It sucked.
Dylan Brooks is from Brampton too, no? Saga.
He's from
Saga.
Steel region.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, look at you.
I mean, he went to elementary
I mean,
school.
I don't know
in-
if I'm really claiming Dylan Brooks that hard, but
he
I'll
went
take
to
it.
elementary school in Oakville. Like, yeah.
Who did? Dylan Brooks?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
But
I mean, he's odd.
He's a
But
pillow talker, isn't he?
is he? I don't know. I never slept with him. How would I-
that's crazy.
How did you know that?
How do you?
How would you know that?
Shawty pillow talking Dylan Brooks.
Oh. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Before we move on, I keep saying this. Now that the girl who did y'all see the did I send you the picture?
Yeah, she is not an attractive woman.
I'm not gonna say
Who are you referring to?
the girl that the girl I'm not gonna say her name, but the girl that if you know you know the girl that Drake and Dylan Brooks are allegedly like fighting over or not fighting over, but they have tension about.
Might as well say her name.
Well, Drake says it.
Very
You can
Googleable.
say it.
Okay, that baby M girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
They posted a picture of her and Dylan Brooks, and I was like, is that the same girl? Like she looks a lot different. And maybe it's like I said, listen, I take bad pics sometimes too. Sometimes
Yeah.
people catch you off guard, or maybe you know you're not like. But the
happens to
picture
all
she
of us.
looked like on Instagram, the pictures that I've seen versus that picture that blog posted, I was like, God damn, why would they do that?
Doesn't
Did you
look
see
like
the picture?
someone-
Yeah. No, you guys showed me.
Yeah, and I was like, this is the girl that y'all are really arguing about back and forth.
I don't know. They always have the same couple in rotation. All those famous people. So
She's not famous though. Is she famous? I
I'm
don't
saying
think
the
she's from
girls.
here.
I'm saying the girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that's
I
how
mean,
they become.
I feel like she kind of fits that archetype.
King Street Bimbo.
Oh, that's not. Oh my God.
What?
Why
No?
would you say that?
Why do
No,
you?
what's
Why
the-
did? Why is a King Street? Why is that a slur?
I just
Why
feel
did
that's
you
so
echo-
aggressive.
Why did you feel attacked by King Street Bimbo?
Because I mean that's just so mean.
I know that you were a
King
regular
what?
at Lost and Found on Mondays, but
First
you're-
of all, rewind.
What?
Check him, Zoe. Check him, Zoe.
I've never been a King Street bimbo, ever.
You
No,
were a,
no,
you
no,
were
no,
a
no,
Lost
no.
and
I used
Found
to-
Monday
yes.
regular.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on. Calm down. Lost and Found.
Distinguish the two, please.
As Lost and Found, long weekends. Lost and Found would see
I
me.
will. I'll distinguish both. There's two different things. that we're
Okay.
talking
No,
about.
right now it's very easy to say, but this was back in the
Okay,
day.
so
you
back
were
in the day-
Monday Lost and Founder.
Okay, easy. In 2015, 2016-ish, 2015, yes, there was a time where I lived downtown. I was in university. I was ready to party. And I would go to Lost and Found a couple Mondays.
Hell yeah.
That was their day. They used to have some lit-ass parties on Mondays, and I would go. I enjoyed it. King Street Bimbo, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
see, because when I say bimbo, it's an archetype of how you look. The fake and all
okay.
of that stuff. So I wouldn't put that on Zoe.
Okay. I thought it was a mentality and
No,
lifestyle
no,
and stuff
no.
too.
Life's damn. Hold on, what the?
Bimbo's like the Claremont twins. That's what bimbo
Oh
is.
no, yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not suggesting that.
Now hold on. Now that you said about the men, what mentality would make me a King Street Bimbo?
Oh, now you
Like,
know.
oh, it's Monday night. Let's go to Lost and Found. Like,
But I
that's,
feel like that's not. I feel like that's just being.
yeah.
hug the security guard. Like, you know, like this is your domain.
I feel like that's just 19 and outside.
At worst, you
Like-
you could have, and you could people could have called me that, but at worst, you could have called her a club rat. At worst,
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you.
And maybe that's what I'm confusing
worst,
the
you
two.
could've
Yeah,
called-
yeah, that probably fits better than yeah.
I was gonna say again. Sorry. At work, I won't lie. I can now that I'm older, more mature woman. I can admit that I was a club rat, 100%. 100%. I was 19, 20. I lived downtown. I had my own place. I was definitely a club rat. I used to be in the clubs for sure. But I feel like everyone needs to experience that in their life. Well, not everyone, but I mean, it was a good time.
A lot of people should.
I think people should.
Be a bimbo once.
No, I think people should be in the clubs when they're young.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
now you have, when you don't experience that young, and now you're my age and you're in 44 every Sunday.
Yeah.
That
Relive
shit.
the glory days.
Like,
yeah.
I haven't been lost and found in God knows. I couldn't tell you since before COVID. Last time I went to lost and found.
So what age do you think you should start, and what age do you think you should stop?
I don't think we've talked about this.
Yeah.
I don't think there's necessarily like a stop going to the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like, I watch Real Housewives. Those women be like 45 plus, have their own little section. They go to Vegas for a weekend. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah. That's cool. But I think once you hit like your early 30s, you got to stop doing it religiously. Like even me in my late 20s, I'm not going to the club every Friday. I'm not going out every Saturday. Like, every weekend, I'm not going out to the club. If there's a good party that I'll pop out. But not the way I was going out before. Like, we used to go out every weekend. Like, oh, it's the weekend, we're going out. We're going to the club. Back then, there were so many clubs to go out to. But now, I feel like there's a point where I think you hit like your late 20s, early 30s, where you got to be more I think there's active, there's selective, and then there's peeping out of retirement. So when you're active, that's 19, that's the legal age. Early 20s, you're active all the time, back to back, weekend, blah, blah. You're selective when you get to your late 20s, early 30s. Retirement, late 30s, 40s plus. But you might pop out for a birthday.
special occasions,
Yeah, it's maybe someone's birthday. Maybe you guys want to have a nostalgia night. You guys get a booth up at the top. You're in your 40s. You have money. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But you pop out of retirement. No active. No, you cannot be 40 and active. Hell no.
I'll say this though. You can't be 40 and active in like regular clubs where people are much younger than you.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like a North American mentality where people want others to just like stay inside once they hit a certain age. It's weird because like anywhere else in the world, you know, Europe, Africa.
Oh, they be
the
clubbing in their
Caribbean,
40s?
Yeah, they're good.
Word. Okay.
They're going to keep, not necessarily clubbing, but they're going to hang out, enjoy some type of nightlife, regardless of how old they are. 50, 60. They're linking up and clanking Heinekens. They're still going to do it.
That's interesting. I'm like,
Do you think that's a North American thing where you feel like, oh, you're too old to be in the...
100%. It's a weird
so then
OD on work culture that we have here.
you see how like we're kind of describing it then? Like there's like 40, 50-year-olds that just can't leave it alone or something like that. So then like, is it fair to describe the club almost as a vice then? If it's something that you do, or maybe not a vice, but like a hobby?
No.
I remember I've said this to my friend, like my homies at club a lot, and I was like making fun of them. I was like, because
They
were
still club a lot to this day?
yeah, but they're like a year or two younger than me. And this was maybe a year ago. I had this conversation.
Okay.
Mid-20s. Right?
Yeah, and they go out like, you know, every weekend or every other weekend, and sometimes twice a weekend. And I'm like saying, and they were going off about dudes who play video games, and I was like, isn't it kind of the same? Like, it's like a hobby. It's the thing that you do in your spare time. It's like the thing you do on like the weekend. You go and link up with everybody. You put your headset on, and it's a communal thing. And like maybe you make money off of it, and you're in tournaments and like what. Like I just kind of, and that pissed them off so much. And I just like, I don't know. It's kind of the thing you do. Like it's like I feel like clubbing kind of gets put on this like, you're networking. You were talking about this week, that networking is just adult partying with intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Networking is a fancy word for partying.
And I think that threw me off a bit when they started calling partying networking. It was like, not like
You really think that clubbing's not a vice though?
I definitely know it is, but they were trying to say that it's not. They were saying that it's not, and that it's
especially depending on what you're indulging.
this higher up thing that's better than, you know, video games for the greater good of our society and stuff. It does more, like, I don't know. Just
They were being anti-rational. You were actually bringing up a good point to like trying to relate to them, and they were just poo-pooing on it. It doesn't make sense.
But I also get, like, if you're working, and like if you're a promoter or if you're like a musician, you're an A&R or something, you're looking for talent, you're getting records played. Cool.
So I think if you're making money, then there's no cutoff. You can be like a 50-year-old promoter. It's cool. You're in the club.
Yeah, look at these fat DJs.
Yo, Yo, one thing I
And
will
culturally,
say,
those people like set trends and like set a standard
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
party, like, you know, so like those people are
some of these like fet DJs or like you're right, like A&Rs or like music, I don't know, execs and shit who like be at these events in the club. A lot of them know my dad.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So it's like, yo, if y'all recognize me as Robert's daughter and my dad passed in 2002 and I'm 28 or gonna be 28.
it's a communal thing then. At
Like,
that point.
y'all have been outside.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's where you're going.
Yeah, like if y'all are like, oh, your dad was two black guys.
Y'all should be back inside
Like,
by
whoa,
now.
even I told my mom was like, you ran into who? My mom was like, what? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, he's like 50 something. And I'm like, yeah. And they recognize me. And she's like, really?
He was at the Biggie concert when Biggie was here.
Right? Literally.
Because that was a two black guys event, wasn't it?
I don't know. I was way too young. Honestly, I wish I was older when I knew what my dad was doing with two black guys back in the day. Because apparently it was like legendary. But I was literally like goo goo gaga.
Yeah.
So I don't really do. I had the gear because they had two black guys. Then they started two black kids before my dad passed. I mean, two black guys is still a thing. But I mean, I just...
There's a show that Biggie did in Toronto when he was still alive. And I remember just on Twitter, they were saying that two black guys had something to do with it. So like, I get like...
Yeah. So either... I'm sure he probably wore their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure... Like Mary J. Blige is wearing their stuff. Tupac's wearing their stuff. Like they were on the up and up. But I don't have the recollection of it. Like at all. Which kind of sucks.
We need that history.
We do.
Or that archival sort of, I don't know. Where can we go look this up?
So the guy who there's another person I don't want to say it. Well, his name is Adrian. I don't know if he like there was like the designer of like two black guys. And yeah, maybe we should like hit him up and ask him. That'd be like a good like history lesson.
We need more of that.
archival purposes too.
Yeah.
That'd be
Because we don't
dope.
have a lot of that preserves our like that local Toronto culture kind of stuff, you know?
Did you guys watch that, like, was it called Move the Needle or something, documentary? Something like that?
Was that Noisy that did it?
No.
Was it a Toronto music?
It was
What
a
do you?
Toronto rap documentary. I
I
swear.
don't remember.
Pass the needle or move the needle or something, Trey, if you can help out.
And then what was it about?
I'm pretty sure it was about the history of, like, rap out here or something.
Mm.
Or no, about, like, it was the Play It Again record store or something like that.
Oh,
But
yeah,
about
yeah,
how
I
it,
remember-
like,
I remember hearing about that,
intertwines
yeah.
with the history.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We gotta have Friday on here one day to talk about this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
he,
Parkdale legend.
yeah,
What
because he
did-
made that real Toronto DVD and stuff too. So I feel like he has.
I don't know what that is.
There's like the real
Yeah.
Toronto.
You
It's
Google it.
that's
Google
a
it on
history
YouTube.
lesson. Yeah.
Real Toronto 2005.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like we need to do like a history segment. But regardless, moving on to I guess what like hot topics, hot news, hot off the press. Yeah, you look stressed. Hot off
I'm
the
not
press.
stressed because this is very.
I mean, the topic that's been going around is the CNN released the video of P. Diddy assaulting Cassie in a hallway of a hotel.
In 2016.
Yeah, 2016. I didn't need to see it because it was already detailed in her deposition, right?
Yeah.
In her deposition, she literally detailed that exact incident. So to actually see it, I didn't need to see it to believe her, obviously, but to actually see it was scary. I mean, P. Diddy's obviously a monster.
Don't you think though that it's like, I'm not saying that it's like a positive thing or that it's good that it like obviously this is like a despicable thing, but I think it seemed like there were people like there was a shift in like the energy surrounding this whole topic once there was a video. So it's kind of like there was almost like doubts. It was kind of like you can read it and say, yeah, okay, maybe he did do that, but then it's kind of the thing that I was saying last week about when there's a video of something, when there's hard evidence, like that
Right.
really is a game changer, you know? Because I seen people like Slim Thug coming out saying like that defended him initially that were kind of like, oh, okay, no, I see what you're talking about. And it's unfortunate that needs to happen, but
It is because it's like, why do we have to circle this video of this woman literally being like attacked, like physically attacked? Like, why do we even have to show that for you guys to believe that happened? Like,
Yeah.
if I detail something to you, like if it's in great detail and it's in a deposition, and this man settles for millions of dollars, which everyone thought it was like, oh, he settled, like
She's
no
just
one knows
getting-
if it's
trying
true,
to
which I
get
said from
money.
the beginning, if he settled, that means he did it, and he doesn't want anything else to come from it. That's what usually, when you settle, you're not settling because you didn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Who's gonna settle when you know you're innocent?
It didn't help his case.
It's
At all.
typically
I
an
knew
admission
from the
of
jump
guilt.
that it's just, okay, that's what it is. We both know what you did to me. At the least, like, I mean, go to jail. But my thing is, if you're a victim of abuse like that, why would you not ask for money? Are you kidding me? That's the very least you can do other than going to jail and get a BBL.
Who's getting the BBL?
Yeah, step in on that, Mucho.
Do you remember that? Sorry. Do you remember that tweet? This is one of the funniest things of all time. Remember that tweet when the man said that in order to bring crime rate down, men should
Oh, yeah.
men should get BBLs before they go to prison?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's not funny.
Well, hey,
not funny.
I'm all for new punitive measures for insane people.
But
like
I
that.
just thought that
Yeah.
tweet was one of the funniest tweets ever. But I'm saying, like, the minimum, like, the least you could do is monetary compensation for the damage you've done to this woman.
Yeah, it's pain and suffering.
I'm pretty sure if he chose to get a BBL and go to Rikers versus paying Cassie $30
Good
million,
Lord.
you know what I'm saying?
BBL before jail.
that tweet was nuts. He said, that'd bring the crime rate way down. Which is also crazy because then you're just, anyway.
Yeah, I'm not even
let's
jaywalking.
stop there.
Mucho gonna start believing in God.
Yeah, right. Which was gonna be a full priest. But anyways, yeah. So that's what the whole lawsuit settlement thing was. The video was released. It was a nasty video. I don't know if you guys watched the full thing. I watched the full thing. Diddy's
You're kind of like I feel like it's hard to not have seen it. Like I feel
Yeah.
like everybody was posting it. I
Yeah.
seen it on TV on
Yeah.
CNN,
and
like, it
it's
was-
hard for everyone. I'm sure it's hard for her, right? Because you're reliving a time in your life where you're extremely vulnerable. You were abused. You were attacked. All the above. She was also fairly young when all that was happening. And two, now you have children, right? You have two girls. Once videos like that hit the internet, they never go away. So, one day you have to explain to your kids, what you went through before you met their father, all that stuff
Wait,
too.
wait,
which
wait.
is-
No kids with Diddy though.
No. She has two kids right now with her current husband.
Got it.
Sorry. And like one day you're gonna have to
Yeah, your name's tied to this.
yeah, your name is
intrinsically,
tied to this, and the video's gonna be out there forever. And one day you're gonna have to explain to your daughters when they're old enough to understand what happened in that. I mean, I would never want to see my mom, whether it was before me, before my dad, whatever. If God forbid, like if a situation happened where my mom was abused like that before she met my dad, I would never ever want to see my mom like that. So I can only imagine how hard that would be for her daughters one day to actually watch, because that would be terrible to witness as a child, to see your mom, because whether it was before your dad or not your dad or whatever,
Still.
that's still, it's dark to see.
Especially when it's so public.
Exactly.
The post the husband made, I thought was good.
Yeah, I
didn't
think
see that.
yeah, her husband made her current husband. His name is Alex Fine.
Yeah.
Which apparently he was Diddy's trainer or something like that.
I'll check.
I think she met him because he was like P.
He
Diddy's.
was training both of them, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, trainer or I don't know if like personal trainer or something, but like I'm pretty sure he had some type of relation to P. Diddy before. But I mean, I've heard crazy things about P. Diddy.
Yeah,
I've heard
this
P.
is-
Diddy's a
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
cokehead. I've heard P. Diddy's a psycho abuser. I've heard P. Diddy is an abuser and all the above scary things. When it comes to even like underage girls or underage
Oh damn.
boys. I don't know. I've just
Yeah,
heard crazy things about Diddy.
I've heard those things.
So
too.
I mean,
Cat Williams premonition.
yeah, every dog has its day, and this is Diddy's day.
legally too.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
So, like you were mentioning it, right? Like this feels like maybe the smoking gun that Cassie had, like in her back pocket. Maybe, I don't know. And so, like you were mentioning how he can't really go to jail for it. So, but she got her money by filing civilly instead of criminally. How do you guys feel about the statute of limitations there, where like he pretty much can't get charged for it because it happened in 2016? I think it's like 5 years for assault or something.
oh, is it 5?
It.
In LA.
I mean, that sucks because I feel like he should see like his day. He should have his day. So I
Right.
don't. That's why I question what's the actual legal ramifications that are going to affect his day-to-day
From
life.
this
on
video, nothing.
Legally, nothing, but he could lose everything. Like I'm sure he has like stakeholders and investors
Yeah,
in
yeah,
his
yeah.
business.
It makes
They
me
could-
feel though that like, did you hear the song that his son put out?
Christian Combs.
Yeah.
They
It was like
thought
some
we're-
diss track, right?
It was like a diss
So
track
bad.
to like the FBI.
Oh dear God.
He's like talking, oh, you guys went to the wrong house and this and that, like kind of
He was
playing.
like, we're doing dirt at the other one or something like that.
Like he thought he was Kendrick and he thought this like the FBI was Drake. Like he thought he was like
was-
really
it
and
was so jarring. Yeah.
yeah, but then like then the video drops a few days later. Do you think that it's almost like the FBI being like, bro,
Oh.
we rated it like
I'm not a
shit, if you
conspiracy
want to do
theorist,
this,
so
we can
wow.
do this. Like I almost felt like it was like a retaliation, like a reaction on like because CNN dropped this video. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't like it was
Wasn't
TMZ.
media
It was
takeout.
CNN.
$50,000 was spent to put this away,
CNN.
right? Like, and it's
Yeah.
10 years old, and we're just seeing it now. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Well, people are saying, "Oh my God, the video's so old. Why are we just seeing it?" Money talks.
well, they're saying they raided the crib and got the video from the crib that they raided.
Is that confirmed though, or is that just what we think?
No, that's a narrative. That's being.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
There's also the narrative that Diddy's a Fed himself.
why? Because Kanye West, you a Fed? Because Kanye West not a Fed.
He took a deal. That's why, like, I don't know, but like, there's a lot of things that people that they said Puffy did previously in his life, and you know, attached to all these people that we don't hear about anymore. And then I could. Why does he have a key to the city?
What cities do you have a key to?
New York City.
New York City, yeah.
Yuck.
I mean,
Is Diddy Somalian?
What?
Is Diddy Somalian?
I don't like where we're going with this.
No, I'm not. I don't mean it in a bad way because
because he looks like it. No, he's not.
it's funny
He's not.
because my mom used to call Diddy Somalian. My mom was like, "Yeah, he's a Somalian," and I'm like, "I don't think he's Somalian." Like this was like years ago. My mom was like, "He looks like a Somalian man. Like he's Somalian American." But I saw people again mentioning that, "Yo, look at the Somalian man." And I'm like, "Is he Somalian?"
No, he's not. Don't even Google that. He's not.
No, I'm looking.
There's an
He's
AI
not. But
picture.
it
of
looks
him
like
right
it
now.
looks like he is though.
He looks
but,
Somalian.
But he is, and I've looked it up before. This used to be a common thing back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Lil Somali, P Diddy Somali.
Maybe they do have Somali blood, like
No.
but like in like if you do like what's it called,
20
Ancestry.com or whatever.
It's
maybe
literally
he does.
the other side of the continent. It's
There's
impossible.
literally a Google thing that says, "Question: Is P Diddy Somali?"
Yeah, see.
It's
So
an autofill.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's not how the African transatlantic slave trade worked.
Word.
Somalia was on the Indian Ocean, not the Atlantic.
They weren't having freak offs.
okay,
All right.
okay,
Oh,
come on.
Hopefully not. But,
Hopefully not.
you know, the whole world probably was back in the day. But
Yeah, it was normalized back then.
But you didn't answer me. Like, how do you feel about like how long should the statute of limitations be for something like that?
For sexual assault?
That wasn't sexual assault. He was
That was just
he was
assault,
just
physical
beating,
assault.
Oh, for hitting someone?
For beating, he was beating someone up.
This was abuse.
Yeah,
I always thought the
physical
statute of
assault.
limitations for like most things was like 50 years.
50?
That's what I thought for like
That
really.
was
yeah.
insane.
That was crazy. You owe me
No.
something. But okay, so if you beat
How
up
long-
some,
yeah,
if you
how-
beat up somebody 50 years,
No,
Yeah,
that's
like,
too long.
like that's what I
no,
thought.
I thought
regular statute of limitations was.
I
That's
thought
what
it was like 10.
I'm checking.
I thought it would range from like 8
I
to
mean,
10.
it ranges depending on because this is a LA
Yeah,
thing.
it says 1 year for any misdemeanor domestic violence offense and 3 years for any felony domestic violence offense.
3 years for a felony.
Yeah,
So wouldn't murder be a felony?
technically.
So if I
but-
murder someone 3 years ago, they can't say shit.
No,
'cause
no,
it was
No,
murder.
no, no,
There's
no,
no
mur-
statute of limitations for
no,
murder.
Oh, I was gonna say there's no
mur-
way because look at Bruce MacArthur.
No,
No, but this is in California though. Keep in mind. This
No,
is-
I think murder there's no statute of limitations.
there isn't.
No,
There
no,
isn't.
no.
There
What I'm
isn't,
saying
there
for like
isn't.
for domestic
He was
violence.
looking up domestic violence.
Oh, and you said domestic violence is what, 1 year? You said?
It's 1 to 3 years.
It's only 3 years.
Yeah.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, this is in.
Oh my
This is in California.
This is in California. Wow.
It should be more than 10.
It should be more.
For domestic violence, I agree. Yeah.
It should
Yeah.
be. it
But
should be
beating
more
somebody
than-
up, just forget about it after a couple years. You know what I mean? Just like it's like
But that's
a fight on the street. Like relax.
isn't
like,
that
just-
by definition what domestic violence is? Beating somebody up.
Nah,
No,
because
no,
they,
no,
cause
they're
they're
not-
in such a lesser like they have lesser physical capability than you. Like
Well, what
you know
if
what I
it's
mean?
a gay couple and it's 2 men? I mean,
No, still because
Do it.
Because even though you know what? Because it's deeper. It's deep. It's deeper.
it's 2 women.
That's just two niggas.
No. It's because regardless, it is a little bit more complicated. But regardless, even if there is a different level of physicality, the implication is that they're stuck in a pattern because they live together. So
Okay,
I
so you're
so
saying
I do
any
think
domestic
regardless,
violence,
domestic violence
no
should
matter
be,
of
Domestic
sexual
violence
orientation.
only on
should
the
be punished
spouse though,
worse.
not like a close partner. It has to be on your spouse for it to be considered domestic violence. Yes,
That's not true.
I just looked it up just to confirm. Yes, it is.
Domestic violence is only with a spouse?
That's what it says. Here, let me read
Who
it
said
again.
that?
Okay.
Who said that?
So, all right, can I read it?
Yeah.
Domestic violence means abuse committed against an adult or a minor who is a spouse, former spouse, or cohabitant. I think that's what it is.
Cohabitant.
Cohabitant. Sorry.
Cohabitant
That
could just
doesn't
be
mean
your,
spouse, though. That
could be
can
your
mean
BM.
common law.
Yeah, that could be yeah.
That's
Okay.
common law. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be spouse. Yeah, because
Okay.
if
Anybody you live with.
if you live with someone for what? I think it's over a year in
Common law.
Ontario. It's common law, right? In a relationship?
I thought it was.
Just a year?
I thought it was 5.
No, Google that maybe. Is it maybe 2 or 3? I don't
Might
think
be
it's, I
3.
don't
I
think
think
it's
it's 3.
5. I don't
I
think
think
it's
it's 3.
5.
Yeah.
Because I know people that are common law that are
want-
have not been together.
There's
5
different
years.
ones. You want me to look up Ontario just for
Yeah. Do Ontario common law. I'm pretty sure
3
it's
years?
3.
3 years.
years.
Okay, so 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So get your affairs in order, boys. If it's like 2, 3 years, just make sure she knows what's good.
That's a very interesting way to interpret laws.
Mm.
That there's a statute
Yeah.
of limitations. It's
Yeah.
kind of like you can do whatever you want as long as you don't get caught for this in this time frame.
Yeah.
After that, then you can go and pot about it.
Yeah, basically, and that's kind of scary.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah.
That is really
I've never
scary.
interpreted it that way. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and now people are questioning. What else has P Diddy done? Which I'm sure he's done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
People want
Read that lawsuit.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, they need to reopen Kim Porter's case because Kim Porter passed away from pneumonia or whatever, and I don't know.
And then there's like a whole
I
list
think a
of
man who can do that is capable of murder.
there's a whole list of bad boy artists.
That's true,
that
that's true.
I
died
think
in
so.
heart attacks, cardiac arrest, car crash, like very
Yeah.
mysterious kind of forms of.
Or he might have owed some publishing too.
Didn't Suge Knight admit to injecting Eazy-E with
No.
HIV?
I don't think
that's
he did-
a conspiracy
he did
theory.
not
He
admit
did not
that.
admit that.
He said it in an interview.
Did it?
That's not what he said.
I'm almost positive
Really?
he said, or just inject them. Google Suge
He
Knight.
didn't admit.
I
it.
remember the myth.
He touches on it and kind of it's
Okay,
like eerie.
He
Yeah,
doesn't say like, "Oh yes, I
But
did."
he, yeah, I know the interview you're talking about, and
he
I
was
think it's
like-
on Arsenio
they
Hall
were-
or something.
They were
like that,
talking
yeah.
about like Eazy-E, and he was like, "Oh yeah," or you just inject them with thing, and people are like in the crowd, like, "What?"
Oh yeah, he was on Jimmy Kimmel when he said
Jimmy
this.
Kimmel, yeah,
Yeah,
see?
one of those late night shows.
Yeah, and he made like a joke that like insinuated
It was a
that
joke.
Do you
like,
think he was being like facetious, or he really?
who makes a joke like that to be facetious?
Have you ever seen the joke that OJ made?
I don't know,
where-
maybe Suge Knight's twisted.
You ever seen the joke that OJ made with that interviewer lady? And
Yeah,
he pulls out a knife and like
No.
sneaks up on her and he's like, "Oh, I'm just joking."
That's
no, and that's
crazy.
dark.
And he makes the noise that
Plastic knife, and he's like,
that sound effect from Psycho, like,
Yeah.
like yeah. And he's like,
Oh
"You've never
my
seen
God,
that?"
No.
Oh my god.
Do we think that sometimes jokes can be tasteless?
Yeah.
Depends on the person.
Like, do you think an O.J. Simpson joke where he's like that, where he's like mimicking killing someone?
There was
like
a
that?
great OJ
Yes, 'cause he
joke
did it.
during the Tom Brady roast.
Was there? I didn't watch. What was the joke?
Something about like, oh, what was it? Was I don't know. I like a good OJ joke. No, I like.
I like an O.J. joke that doesn't come from O.J. I mean, now he passed
I
away.
mean, he
but-
shouldn't be allowed to joke about it.
Yeah,
but, like,
exactly.
But did we laugh at some of the stuff that OJ has said on Twitter?
No, I don't. I don't even know what O.J. is.
Oh yeah,
on
who
Twitter.
would laugh at that? Yeah.
You're sick.
I thought he was having a resurgence.
O.J. Simpson.
He knew he was doing social
You've
media.
seen him on like Camron and Mace's show,
Yes.
right?
O.J. Simpson was on Camron and Mace.
And he was on
I
Full
don't
Send.
remember
He
that.
was on the Nelk Boys'
Oh,
podcast.
was he? Oh, they'll interview anybody.
The
And
It
no-
Is What It Is
yeah, they were.
pod.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on there.
Say word.
Speaking of,
Supposed to say,
right?
speaking of.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what's going on CNN, and I don't know. you
Yo,
know,
Cam, let's give
between
a...
them releasing the footage of Cassie and P Diddy, like, is CNN trying to like be like in the culture? But like, anyways,
They seen the Drake and Kendrick beef and seen how much podcasters were the main source of news, and
Right.
CNN was trying to get back their footing with
Maybe.
like pop culture news and breaking things. And
because
everything
even
like
like
that.
I'm pretty like even like the shooting that happened at Drake's house a few weeks ago made it to American news, and they were trying to like link it to Kendrick, and I'm like, yo, that is so wrong. Like, that's not. I don't think it's linked to Kendrick at all.
Was that global? I feel like wasn't that a Canadian?
That was
news?
CBC.
No, it was
that
it
was-
was another one.
Was
My
CNN
mom
too?
watched. I don't think it was CNN, but my mom watches like maybe it was HLN. I don't know. My mom
Okay.
watches American. My mom literally
About the
watches
security?
American news every morning. I won't lie. American news is
Scary.
good. Oh, I love American news.
It's so
Good Morning
like,
America is my shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's
yeah?
like
I love Good
that's
Morning
not
America.
news. That's like that's a broadcast. That's like a podcast that's in the morning that happens every day.
But
Like that's,
it's fun news though. It's like they're trying to wake you up with your cup of coffee.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like
put you
breakfast
on the-
television. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kinda
like-
ish, but it's good.
That's
I
what
love-
breakfast television is. They're trying to be Good Morning America.
Yes, you're right. But regardless, I don't whatever. One of the news outlets in America, mom was like, "Oh, Zoe, come watch this. They're saying that Kendrick shut up Drake's." I was like, "No, that's not true." I'm like, see, and that's what I'm saying. The fact that American news outlets are taking this story up and painting this picture, it's like I'm like, Mom, I can probably bet a lot of money that had nothing to do with Kendrick. Nothing to do with Kendrick. I don't think no. What LA people are coming here to no.
It's hilarious because if you weren't there, your mom would just go about her day being like, "Yep, Kendrick shot Drake."
I mean, yeah. And that's how news spreads. And it's wrong news.
Caribbean parents just
But-
be spreading misinformation.
They love spreading misinformation.
That WhatsApp group be hot.
It's insane. But regardless, so I don't know what CNN's trying to be on or what they're trying to do, but they had Camron on CNN to talk about the P. Diddy situation. Hilarious as
For
well,
Cam.
because- Yeah, I don't know. My thing is, Camron has been the same since 1990. I don't know, wherever, like when he started his rap career or whatever. He's been the exact same because he did it on Fox News. He did it
Oh,
with Bill O'Reilly.
That is
and
one of the
Dame
most
Dash.
legendary hip hop pieces of media that exists. Is
Right.
Cam getting Bill O'Reilly to freak the fuck out? Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
You mad?
Yeah.
Yo. Oh my god, yo, keep
So
going.
that's why when I saw it, I was dying. So I was like, yo, why did you guys ask him to do this? He has, and also, if you know the It Is What It Is podcast, respectfully, you are not going to ask Camron to come on and talk about P. Diddy. You know this man's nature. And I'm saying, like, who is behind this booking? And even he asked, like, yo, who's the fucking talent agent who booked me for this shit? Because what the hell? And, like, I see his point because he did mention. So in this case, just rewind. They do. I don't know her name. It's a black woman,
Abby.
and of course they have the black woman interviewing Camron.
She did the election coverage on CNN, by the way.
Yeah.
Great broadcast. I went to school for broadcast, so I just
Yeah.
shout out to Abby.
She
Phillip.
killed.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
So
She's great at what she does. Yeah.
She's on CNN. She does the interview with Camron. She's asking him all these questions about, like, what do you think about the P. Diddy thing? We're hearing that there's, things in the industry with P. Diddy. Have you heard anything? What is your relationship with him?
Real quick, do you know why he was on initially? Beyond that,
He was the P. Diddy whisperer. Like, was he was like the like expert witness or something? Is that why they were getting him in as?
because but sorry, go on. But
No,
I
no,
just
go ahead.
I just
'Cause I
want to
think
know
that's
why.
what it was.
I just want to know why he was on because it sounded like he was surprised to get the question.
Yes, low key. So, and then they reference. So apparently on the It Is What It Is podcast, they played a clip where Mace is talking to Camron, and they mention a situation where Mace brought Camron to Biggie instead of P. Diddy for a deal or something like that.
Yes.
So they were referencing that. I guess I'm like, okay, well, what did you think about that? Clearly, if Mace is signed to Bad Boy, but bringing you to Biggie instead of P. Diddy, what's the they're trying to what's the politics there? Like, obviously there's something that was going on, blah, blah, blah. So I guess they kind of used that clip to kind of fuel the conversation to ask him about Diddy.
Speak to this.
Yeah, so speak to this and talk about Diddy's personality. Like, why do you feel Mace would only bring you to Biggie? And is there stuff about Diddy? Is he they're trying to probe like that?
Okay.
But he was not having it. He was not having it. He was
He
not having
chose
it.
violence for that situation.
Not even. I wouldn't even call it violence. He just was simply not having it. The fact that he took a shot of pink horsepower in the middle of the interview and said he was going to clap some cheeks after this on national television.
Was that a product? Was he selling something?
That's his own product.
It's his
Yeah,
own product.
exactly.
So what? Okay, first of all, I didn't even know. Is horsepower like a honey type thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so he took a shot of this sexual arousal.
Oh, it's like a honey pack.
Yes, it's like an aphrodisiac. He takes.
Yo, Cam's
He
a
takes
legend.
a shot
man. Oh my
of
god.
this aphrodisiac, little juice, and literally says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go clap some cheeks after this." And
If you watch the video, his hands were shaking. Too.
yeah,
It's like there's
yeah.
it's like a lot of those products are caffeinated too. So he was geeking up off them shits. Like,
He was ready
trying to maintain composure.
Yeah. So he takes a shot at this thing, then he's going and she's asking questions about T. Diddy. He's basically like, yo, I don't condone, domestic violence. Obviously, I saw the video. I'm totally against it. I don't condone it. I don't support it. I don't condone anything that he's being charged with, whether it's domestic violence, things with kids. He's basically like, yo, I don't support it. Then they're asking him about, like, they bring up the clip. Okay, so, you and Mace had a conversation on your podcast. Let's play it. But, like, yeah, he's like, you got to ask Mace. Like, like, Mace is on Bad Boy. I wasn't on Bad Boy. Mace is looking out for me as a friend, brought me to Biggie instead of P. Diddy. Like, I don't really know him. He basically said, yo, I don't have a relationship with P. Diddy like that. Like, I know him because I'm a rapper. It's music industry, but, like, I don't know him like that. Then they're going again. So,
the
like,
worst answer that you would want to receive as that reporter.
yeah. So what do you think about blah, blah, blah? And, like, what about P. Diddy in the industry? I don't know. I don't know P. Diddy like that. I don't support any of his shit, but I don't know him. I can't speak on any of that shit. I don't know him. I don't speak to him. I don't have a relationship with him. But the industry, like, okay, so who booked this shit? He's like, yo, like, who like, why do you keep asking me about P. Diddy? Like, why, who, and they just cut it off. Like, okay, thank you, Camron. He just cuts it. Yeah,
you're
thank
right.
you.
There was miscommunication.
100%. Because he literally says out loud, who is the talent? He literally says, who's the talent agent? Why did y'all book me to ask me about P. Diddy?
As soon as I seen Cam in a talking head window, I can't believe that they did this again. They made this mistake. I can't believe they did this.
Yeah.
This is gonna go. I think I cut it off like after the booty cheeks. But
Yeah.
I didn't know it went on that long. But
Yeah,
he's just,
it was about 3 to 4 minutes of just.
Really?
Yes, it was
Oh
the
my
full
God.
clip was about 4 minutes, and it's like, like I said, they didn't do their research. They obviously don't know who Camron is and his history and all the above. So it's like, why, like, literally, why even do this?
To me, because I saw that clip months ago when Mace brought it up with Camron.
Right. Yeah.
About how I didn't want to introduce you to Diddy. I wanted you to introduce you to Biggie instead so you could get a different deal. That's what he said, right? The easy answer from Camron to CNN would be like, oh, because it was his business practices weren't as good.
Yeah.
He literally could have just said that.
Yeah.
But that's what I think he was there for the mess too. Like he knew,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna promote my product.
Like
I'm
he was kind of going viral on
I'm gonna get a
purpose.
viral moment out of it and shit too. The pod's gonna be lit right after. Like he's a thinker, man.
Yeah.
As much as CNN was trying to use Camron, I think he just used them
Camron,
back.
He got his money's
yeah,
worth
yeah,
way better.
yeah. That's
I don't
facts.
feel bad for Camron. No.
Oh, no, I don't feel bad for at all.
I think he's.
There's no reason
good for
to
him.
feel
That's
bad.
a W for him, in my opinion. I like any time people are on live TV and use it to fucking fuck with.
Oh,
the people.
yeah,
Like,
I 100% agree.
I will always be happy at that, even if it's kind of cringe. Like I just like award show speeches or changing the lyrics up on a live like performance for something. I always like that. So shout out to Kib.
I agree.
Trojan horse.
And it's funny because I guess they recorded right after he did the CNN thing
Smart
on
guy.
his show, and I don't know who the woman is on his show. She's like the mediator
I
between
think
her.
her name is Treasure Wilson.
Oh, okay, maybe. Anyways,
Good broadcaster.
she does a good job.
Yeah, she's a good broadcaster.
Yeah.
Good mediator.
so she asked Camron like, "Yo, like, so you were on another show earlier, like." What was that about? And he was like, yo, I don't know. They called me on this shit. Clearly, he literally said, clearly didn't do their research because I did this shit on Fox News. I did this already. Like, y'all got to look up the Bill O'Reilly. Like, clearly, y'all don't know me. And he's like, I also don't understand why you guys brought me on to talk about the shit with P. Diddy. Why don't bring me on and talk about the shit that we do on this show? He basically was like, yo, he's like, Mace calls kids every day, like, to be a good resource. Like, every day, whatever, this time, he talks to kids about, entrepreneurship, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's a mentor. He's like, why don't you call me, talk about that? He's like, the one time you want to call me, we have one of the biggest podcasts. But the one time you call me talk about P. Diddy, but you don't want,
Well, yeah, obviously. It's a big news story. Nobody cares about Mace hollering at some guy from the project.
But we should. Should we not?
We should, but nobody does.
But it does seem
Right.
like bad due diligence on their part in the sense that, like, if there was like a scandal with CNN and then you call in the Fox guy to ask what happened with CNN, it's like, bro, I'm not Bad Boy. Like, Mace is the guy that was with Diddy and all that. Like, why are you asking me that? Like,
Also,
why did
if
you
anything,
bring
Mace
me
should have
here
been
to-
on?
Yeah. But it kind of seems like, oh, we'll get one of the rapper guys that's kind of adjacent
Right.
to Bad Boy rap.
Which is regardless of how you think about the ethics, it's just bad due diligence if you want a good story.
yeah, rapper guy, he'll be able to talk about
Yeah,
Diddy.
yeah.
He'll know Diddy. Like, it kind of like almost just bad research, you know?
Yeah.
Bad booking. Like,
It definitely is bad booking. I agree. But it's just, I think it's interesting, and
Are you guys gonna try the product now?
you guys, I don't think I can take that. That's not for me.
it only works for guys?
I would not want to.
I heard a woman having the honey pack chicken wings too.
No.
No?
To me, I don't think, and not to toot my own horn, I feel like I'm good. Like,
I think I'm good.
I think
You think you're
that,
horny enough?
I think in that department, my sex drive is already
Word.
quite high. And, I don't really, like,
Never needed an extra.
I'm young, healthy, drink a lot of water. I don't need any extra lubricant.
I've been through. I've been through the ring already. I'm not going to do it again.
Oh, yeah, you took a honey before.
What?
Yeah.
What you mean?
I talked about it on the pod. I'm not repeating the
Did
story.
you talk about it?
Yes, I did.
I don't think you
I don't
talked
think
about
you
it.
talked about
Yes,
it.
I did. I went on mic and I talked about it. Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Well,
It was lit?
All I remember, you
Okay.
said you had like an erection
okay.
for like 8 hours.
give us the give us the abbreviated.
Okay. So long.
Give us Spark Notes.
So long story short, Tresor, like before the previous episode, gave a brief detail of what a honey pack was. So it was during Valentine's Day, and I missed Valentine's Day because we recorded. So I said I'm gonna go make up for it. So I got a honey pack, and here is where I messed up.
Listen, babe, I gotta work on Valentine's Day, but yo, listen, this honey, me, you, and this honey on the 15th, yo, you won't remember the 14th.
I know I fucked up. But like, I got you.
Baby, me, you, and this honey.
So here's where I messed up.
This is why you didn't want to talk about.
I took creatine like
holy shit.
2 hours before because I worked out, and then I tried it. Job was fine, done, whatever.
Did you just raw dog the honey in your mouth, or did you put it on something?
No, I raw dogged it, which was a horrible mistake.
Like a yogurt
Like
tube.
which I didn't know. Yo, I didn't know that I was not supposed to take the full thing. I was supposed to
word?
take half.
Whoa.
Is that how honey packs work?
I don't know.
Apparently, because I found somebody told me I wasn't supposed to do it. But anyway, I took it, and after it didn't go down.
Yeah.
So I
Did you take it before the gym?
Pardon me?
Did you take it before the gym?
No,
No.
he took
I
creatine
took
before the
creatine,
gym.
and then 2 hours later, I took that.
The honey pack. Okay.
Yeah. So all of that was at the end. I'm in the bathroom, and it's still not fucking going down. So at this point, I'm like, okay. So I'm
This
trying
is
to
after you did the deed.
after.
Oh my god.
This nigga won't leave.
Jesus, Mary Joseph.
Dude's overstaying his welcome.
So at this
okay.
point, this is about 3 hours, and I'm like, okay, now I'm getting concerned.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna get into detail of how we fixed it. I didn't go to the hospital because I refused to have another doctor look and figure out why my dick won't go down. I'm not fucking doing
Another doctor?
that. That's nigga. That's not what I'm saying. No.
What?
This isn't the first time this has happened.
Yo, wait, how many times have you been so hard your dick doesn't go down?
Oh, I'm gonna have to call
that's not
Dr.
what I'm
Johnson
trying to
again. Like, fuck.
Oh my god, it's Trey, he has a boner again.
Check the file. Check the file.
I would hate to be that
That's
receptionist.
nuts.
Dr. Johnson, Trey's back, and yes, he is hard.
You used the ice
Again.
pack again, and it's still okay.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Not what I meant to say, but yeah.
So that was a one and done. Never again.
yeah, never again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
I've
I
heard,
guess
I don't think
Camron's
you
like
need it
50,
anyway.
so.
I've heard about like the pink pussy pills. Like there's that one too. That like apparently
It's in the
like,
it's in the woman's washroom.
is it?
I don't know. I'm asking. You.
No, I heard there's
They
a
sell
thing.
honey packs in the washroom?
Nah, they sell a rhino pills. But that's like back
in the
day.
washroom.
That's
At
wild.
the club washroom.
Probably club washrooms.
That's crazy.
But
I
no.
remember like gas stations.
Yeah, I've seen the
gas
pink
stations.
pussy pill. Like maybe I think I've seen it in the States. I don't know if it's in Canada. The pink pussy pill at gas stations. But I just never thought the need to take it.
Yeah.
Like
you
I
tried
just
it?
no, and I don't think I
You
would.
don't want an extra oomph?
I'd be oofing enough.
no, but like, there's an extra level you can go to. You never.
Is there?
Yeah.
Imagine just a pussy pill versus the honey pack. Holy.
Unlock your
What?
potential.
Yeah, damn. Y'all not sleeping.
Like
Bro,
you're
also
used
not-
to the 22, 8, and 8. But imagine if you could drop 28, 10, and 9. Like you can get those Luka numbers up there, then it's just like
My
you're
thing-
already a perennial all-star, all-NBA talent, but you want to be MVP.
I just think
LeBron spends $2 million a year on his body.
I'm scared of the side effects.
Yeah.
If my
I feel
coochie
that.
just doesn't stop being wet ever.
Oh.
You know, so I don't know.
Tsunami
that bad?
24/7.
I mean, like,
That's probably
yeah,
bad.
you don't
That's
want
bad.
to
That's
be
bad.
like
Yeah.
ready for sex
Yeah,
all the
just-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Like, you know, if it's lubricated all the time, for sure. But to actually be like coochie wet, ready for sex 24/7 is nuts.
Yeah.
No, that's nuts. That's nuts. No, listen.
Can't be on splash waterfalls 24/7.
No, as a regular woman, no. Imagine me just being in here and my coochie's just soaked.
We wouldn't know though unless you said something. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I just
Yo, the
feel,
movie quote I just heard in my head.
I just feel
The
like
fuck is that smell?
smell. What movie quote is that?
No, it would just be crazy if that happened to any woman.
Oh
that
my
would just be
God.
crazy.
I just feel like it's not. No, it's just no. You can't.
So, yeah, that would be OD. But
Why are you tripping over your words?
so, Clyde,
Oh,
because you said
shit.
you would never use it, right?
I didn't say that.
I
Oh,
said
my fault.
I said I wouldn't do it again.
You wouldn't do it again, but you would use it.
I'm like I'm open-minded.
You take the honey pack to take some girl down, okay?
Well, like the way that Tresor and Trey are kind of describing it, it's like, oh, I just got it, I copped it once, or I had it for free once. See what it's like. See what it's all
like.
about.
You're not worried about the ramifications like Zoe is.
A little bit. That's why I wouldn't seek it out. But like,
Word.
I feel like I could maybe.
What happens if I have a heart attack or something like that? Like, I feel like what?
Or it not
Yeah,
going
'cause-
down. Like that does sound terrifying. Like that, I don't.
Because
Because
it thins your blood, right? And then it
Mhm.
makes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it brings it all over there.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God.
Sweet
Yuck.
Mary of Joseph.
But if I was like one of those like Muslims or whatever that like they're just saving themselves for marriage,
One of them.
right? Or like Christian,
One of
Christian
them.
people too, just like very religious people that's
One of
saving
them.
themselves from one of those people that are saving themselves for marriage. Yeah, I'm gonna use a honey pack that first night. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'ma have
that's
to.
dangerous.
How?
To use a honey pack for your first time having sex?
What's the problem
Ever?
with that? Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that could
You
be
should be
dangerous, to
ready.
honest.
No, that'd be nuts.
I would be too ready. My first time ever.
No,
30 seconds, I'm done.
using a
I
honey
don't.
pack to lose
I've-
your virginity
I've
is
never
no.
had like I've never struggled with that or had that issue.
If you were waiting till you were like 30, like to get married, not when you were 17, to get married, the first time with a girl, there's a lot of pressure on you. You have to do game 7, not some girl you hit in your dorm room to lose your virginity.
Yeah, but
Like,
you're still
your
gonna
wife.
be. It's gonna be like the first time you had sex, so you're still gonna be very like just like.
How do you think that works though? The people that lose it for the first time, are they like studying that shit? Like, are they like really going hard?
No, I think
As
they're
an
all.
adult
They're
or
probably
as
worse.
anyone?
They're probably worse than a
I'm talking-
17-year-old going his first
They
time
might
or
be
something
worse.
like
For
that.
sure. Yeah, I think
Anybody,
the
You've
older,
overthought
anybody
it.
who saved themselves for marriage until like the
Oh,
night of.
yeah. I feel like if you saved yourself for marriage, it's probably terrible losing it.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna need some PEDs. No,
I'm gonna need an extra.
What's
What do you mean, what are PEDs?
what's PDs?
PEDs, performance enhancing
P-
drugs.
Oh.
You said PDs.
I heard
No.
PDs. Yeah, I feel like that might make it worse though.
You think so?
Yeah, because now you're just like jackhand. You have no idea what you're doing. And now you're just rock hard in this, and then you're
Word.
just like
Yeah.
your dick won't go down. You have no idea what you're doing because you're a virgin, and is she a virgin too? Now you have 2 virgins and one's off of honey. 2 virgins, 1 honey is nuts.
That sounds like a horrible experience.
If you're the man saving yourself, I hope she did too.
Why?
Then what's the point?
Like, what are we
Why?
doing? What are we
If I'm-
doing?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Isn't the
here?
idea of like they're both saving themselves for marriage?
Why did she have to?
Is that not the pact?
It's your prerogative.
No, I'm saying. Okay.
So I'm the only person on this religious journey.
If you, for example, if you,
we need someone who's on the journey to like
if
really get
I
into this.
have already had sex in my life, and I meet you, we kick it off, we're dating, we want you propose to me, but you know I've had sex before, and you're a virgin.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with me?
A lot? I mean, okay, so you're obviously gonna save
Why
yourself.
does the past matter? Someone whose past matters.
I assume that you're just as religious as I am, right?
Oh,
I guess if you believe in like born again and stuff like that, like
Born again for God's
a born again
sake.
virgin.
That
That
work.
doesn't work?
No, it does not.
Why?
You can't be a born again virgin. You can't.
Says who?
Anyone who makes any common sense. You can't be a born again virgin and have it be like. Are you
Ain't no
trying to say you're
statute of
erasing your
limitations on
past?
honus.
Oh, really? Huh?
you're trying to erase your past of everything that you've
Not
done.
erase, but I'm a virgin again.
In circumstances, I can see that, but if you're an everyday person, no.
Zoe's trolling right now.
Yeah,
I know she is, but I'm still answering.
Why am I trolling?
So if you were a woman that was saving herself for marriage,
Yeah.
I assume you would want your future husband to as well.
I don't know. Maybe.
So it's a you thing?
To me, I don't know. 'Cause
doesn't make
I mean,
sense.
I'm way past saving myself for marriage. So.
Yeah.
I think we're asking the wrong people.
It's so hard because I can't relate to that shit at all.
Yeah.
So you're right. Maybe we need somebody else.
We're asking the wrong people.
Yeah, we
here.
need a fourth member to.
I don't know if I know anyone who has actually saved themselves or is saving themselves. Well, Molly from Insecure.
Yeah. And look at her.
Oh wait, the real actress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No.
She's a virgin.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And she's like 40 something, right?
ooh, 40 something.
Oh,
I think she's
40?
in her late 30s or right? No.
No, I'm just,
Her
I'm
name's
thinking-
like Google Yvonne Ojiri. She's either in her late 30s, maybe early 40s, and she is 100% a virgin.
Did she say why?
I don't know if I read the article reason why, but she's confirmed that she's a virgin.
Because she's like
She's
just saving
38.
herself.
It's some
Okay,
save
38.
myself for marriage shit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Would that be a turn off for you?
Oh yeah. How would that be for you guys? Like if you met a woman.
I like respect that, but like I do feel like that is like not something that I
Don't
feel
men
like,
want them pure?
Is she
not
religious?
even on some shit like that. I just feel
Nah,
like
I don't. She need a little mileage.
yeah,
mileage.
yeah, a little bit. I like you to
Come
know
on,
what you're doing
yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Is she religious?
This girl, I assume she is.
It seems like a big responsibility on like my end if I were to have to be someone's first partner at this stage in my life where like I wouldn't want to have that on my jacket where I could mess. I feel like I could really severely damage something for
I
you.
have
like,
guy friends who
I don't
have
wanna ruin
taken a
it.
girl's virginity and didn't know until after. And they were like, what
Wow.
the
That's
hell?
terrifying.
Does that deserve a disclaimer?
What?
no,
No.
I don't.
No?
You don't need to tell me that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
What,
so.
wait, what?
Like, do you like I said, I have guy friends who have taken women's virginities, but had no idea. Like they were older, so like maybe if you're like your mid-20s, you would think like, okay, if she's about it, then maybe she knows. And then they smash. She's like, oh yeah, you were my first, and they're like, what the hell?
Are you saying should the girl disclose
Yeah,
this?
like should the woman say, oh by the way, this is my first time?
Honestly, I take that back. Maybe yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
maybe,
want
yeah.
to take any
Tell
girl's
me that.
virginity. Like I
Oh,
wouldn't.
you don't want to take not at this age, you mean?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, when we
No.
were like 20 or something. But
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in closer proximity to that type of age where you are losing your virginity, but like,
Like now, like
Yeah,
Yvonne Ujiri or whatever.
no, yeah, I wouldn't want to.
That's scary. But like, it's not scary if you meet the right guy who's about that life. But for
There was
me,
a thing in high school where somebody said like, if you take a girl's virginity, that girl will have a cling on to you as, like, really bad.
They were saying that in high school.
And to me, yeah, which was like a bullshit thing.
In high school, they were saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, word. But I mean, the majority of women that you sleep with in high school, they're probably gonna be virgins.
You would think that, but you still have to find out.
Oh fuck yeah. What school did you go to?
Suzuki.
Oh, you went to Suzuki? There were
Yeah.
hoes in Suzuki?
Huh?
There were hoes in Suzuki? Were y'all supposed to be like a smart intellectual school?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It
word.
was a sports school.
Suzuki?
Yeah, it was. We were the first one in Peel to have a football field.
Cap? Mayfield had a football field.
It wasn't as great. We had turf. You guys didn't have turf. You had grass.
feel
Facts.
shit.
Yeah,
But
we had turf.
but didn't Marcy's also have a football field?
Nope, David was the first one.
I don't know, man. Marcy's had Marcy's athletics was lit. Is lit.
Friday Night Lights, baby.
Friday Night Lights was sick.
Hold on. You guys were not the first
The first-
school
the first-
in Peel?
Yeah,
And
with turf.
to have a-
Yeah.
Oh, with turf.
With turf.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I swear Marcy's is turf too.
Nah,
That was
grass.
after.
That was grass then.
That was literally the news. David
a really
Suzuki was the first
regional
one
episode.
with the,
Yeah.
with the turf football field.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I feel like if women don't have to disclaim it, then you don't have to. I feel like men would want to know. I feel like I'd want to know. If I went to have sex with a guy and he's like, yo, I was a virgin, I'd be like, what?
What if he dropped 30 and then was like, yeah, it's my first game?
Wow.
Would you believe
You've
him?
been watching a lot of porn.
But
I don't know.
Which probably wouldn't even help.
Yeah,
'cause
that
porn
makes
is
it worse.
so-
That makes
Porn
it
makes
very
it worse for a guy.
Yeah.
Does it?
It
Yeah,
does.
because it's
It-
it's you were mentioning like everybody's getting jackhammered and it's just not like it's just
Not everyone's getting
It's a very
jackhammered in porn.
unrealistic
more
depiction
like
of sex. though.
most of
Corn.
the times.
Corn makes like an image of sex, not a reality for the
Yeah.
actual experience.
It's really like, if anything, ruining kind of the
Really?
yeah things.
It's like
for,
a kid watching a superhero movie and thinks he can jump off walls.
I've seen some corn that felt realistic.
It's
Maybe
not,
because you're seeking it out, but most of it is gonna be like,
You hit the right categories.
yeah, exactly.
You hit that.
Straight to.
Anyways, moving on.
yeah.
What's this Romeo and Juliet thing that you're
Oh,
talking
boy.
about?
Oh,
okay.
wow,
So
okay.
I haven't.
Fuck.
I
This
So
have
we
a-
need
Oh,
we need
rough
Zoe's,
transition.
You have it
Zoe's
ready?
honest opinion about this.
This isn't good.
This is
Yeah.
a readaptation of Romeo and Juliet. Do you
Can you
mind
make it bigger?
maximizing
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I can try.
It's a Broadway interpretation of Romeo and Juliet.
That's who they're casting?
Yeah, and Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, and I don't know her name.
What's the actress's name?
Let me see.
Oh, Francesca Rivers.
Let me see her.
Francesca Rivers.
I can't expand this. It's not letting me.
Okay, because I just need to make sure that I'm
can-
seeing
yeah,
correctly.
I
can-
Because
I
from what I'm seeing, why did you do that, Gotcha? Because like from what I'm seeing on the computer, I don't want to make any comment until I'm sure
People
that what
already
I'm
made the comments already. Trust
Hold on,
me.
hold on. Before you have your comments.
Okay, before my comments.
Okay, I can't get the poster, but like it's a little bit better.
Okay.
That's not the. No,
So-
you have to see the
okay.
poster. You have to see the poster.
And Tom Holland's playing Romeo, and Francesca Rivers is playing Juliet.
Correct.
Okay.
Here we go.
Thoughts, Zoe?
Listen, I'm all for inclusiveness. You know, I'm all for Black women getting their flowers and, you know, being in. Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
Hey, we wanted her honest opinion. We did. Both.
We worked so hard
Oh,
during pre-production
come on.
to make sure Zoe didn't see this picture until we were recording.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
all the men.
Hold on.
All the men don't make any comments.
Hold on.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
Zoe's got a
no.
visceral reaction to this.
Okay.
We want to see what you really think.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to see.
Now
what, you wanna
that
see what my
I've
mutual
seen-
said.
You're mean.
All right.
Now that I've seen the picture you guys are referencing,
Yeah.
listen, I'm all for inclusiveness and Black women getting their money and, you know, being seen and getting roles and all that stuff.
Yep.
I don't think it needs to be done for everything. Like, I feel like now we're making inclusive, like,
What do you mean by that?
I'm trying to make it, I'm trying not to sound crazy. Like, for example, I loved that Halle Bailey was the Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah.
I really liked
She
that.
killed it, and she had the perfect voice for it.
But I think now we're at a point where it's okay if Tinkerbell's white still.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we have to make every old story inclusive if it doesn't necessarily fit. It doesn't like we don't have to make Romeo and Juliet an interracial relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think, like I said, I'm all like if it fit. Like I said, I think the Little Mermaid, Little Mermaid fit. It was perfect. She could sing. It was talented. It was amazing. Obviously, it's amazing to see have little black girls see themselves in this. But sometimes I feel like it's being forced. This is one of those situations where I think it's being forced.
Do you feel like perhaps they're throwing her under the bus even?
Why?
This is a setup.
Yeah, they're
For
setting
sure.
this
You
woman
think they're
off
setting her up?
Why do we think that she's getting thrown under the bus? Because
for slander. The way that they presented her, perhaps she looked a little bit unkempt.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to talk about.
No?
Listen, I'm trying to be a better person.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about her. I don't want to talk about her attractiveness.
They are what they are doing, what it seems like they are doing, they are leveraging the massage noir that is rampant within society, and they're kind of playing with that and almost wanting to use the rage and, you know, reaction that would stem from that as promotion for this.
That's
Is that
Wait,
fair?
sorry. Repeat what you said. Sorry, repeat what you said.
It seems like the people who are like you're saying it's a setup, right? And I'm saying it's like they're leveraging massage noir, that inherent disdain for black women that is so rampant. It's like they knew this and were very cognizant of this in the promotion and the way that they're. It's like they're leveraging that. They know the outrage in the discussion and what comes from what they know people are gonna say to pictures like that. The way it's being brought to us and everything. It seems like a setup. Yeah. Which sucks. Like that, this always happens. This happens at black women's expense
all the time, and that's why I'm not. Listen,
at a great talented actress's expense.
Exactly. As I say, I'm sure she's talented, 100%. Romeo and Juliette's a musical, right? Is it a musical?
It's a theater production.
Okay, so I'm sure she can act. I'm sure she's talented. I think they maybe could have made it a better, better promo.
Yeah, that picture
definitely
was awful.
Yeah, I think it wasn't flattering for either of them.
Nope.
Especially her.
Which is a trend annoying when it comes to black women being photographed, dark-skinned women especially, right? In any type of editorial or theater, all mediums of creative expression.
And like I said, I want black women to be at the forefront more, but I don't think everything needs to be... We gotta make when we make it, we gotta make it inclusive now that we're remaking this. Not everything needs to be that, and it's it feels.
So the right has a point. Everything's too woke.
Who said that? Wait, I heard that today actually.
What?
That something about being. I heard that on The View. Something about being too woke. Who's saying that? Like Trump or something like that?
Right wingers. So
right-wingers.
people that would vote for Trump.
Oh shit! I don't want to agree with that, but I think like I said, I feel like there's times where we're forcing it.
No.
I think there's times where we're forcing it.
That's what they're kind of refer to as wokeness.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we got to make the Batman black. We got to make Little Mermaid black. And
but I think, or why not just make new amazing things with black people?
That's always been, new stories, original stories.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have to take the nostalgic thing that we all...
And then make it black. Like, that feels like kind of like a shortcut to me. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, well, now that y'all finally have a voice, let's make this person black. And it's like, Or why don't you just do something like new? Like, why can't art just be innovative? Like, why do we keep recycling the same things and just throwing diversity into it? It's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, right.
It started Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie was the original. Then they brought it back as Donald Glover.
He has less aura than Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah. To me, I heard it's a great series. Yes, you're right. I heard
it was a good show?
Yeah,
it actually was?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I heard
it was pretty good.
I was so ready to hate on it.
It was Donald.
I heard it was good too.
Donald
so I won't say much. But I was thrown off when I saw him. Like, what?
Right. Why were you thrown off from Donald Glover?
First of all, I was thrown off because why are we doing a remake of Mr. and Mrs. Smith? That's what I thought.
This very much correlates to the Romeo and Juliette thing.
Because he's like a less attractive dude than Brad Pitt.
And that's the whole thing about Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that they were very attractive secret agents and stuff. And then you've got Donald Glover, who's not exactly the example of
conventional attractiveness.
Yeah, he's not like a sex symbol or something like that. Same with the woman that they casted for it. So it was kind of like a deconstruction of like that archetype of like these suave spies or whatever, and kind of flipped it on. And it was a really good series. Like, they acted their asses off. It's shot very well. So yeah.
Okay. So maybe this movie ends up being good, or this theater production ends up being good.
And it does seem like that's kind of what they're trying to do with this. They're trying to subvert it, take a Tom Holland who's, kind of like that Peter Parker, low sort of, introverted energy, and this woman, that they're trying to, with conventional attractiveness and stuff like that. Yeah, it seems like they're trying their hand at it, and they're leveraging anti-blackness.
So the reviews for this has been...
Fuck y'all, I'm killing it.
You're killing it. Clyde is threading a tightrope right now.
Yeah. I'm making it across.
You are.
Really
Fuck that.
The production was violent, creative, with unexpected humor and lots of kissing.
For Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
No, for Romeo and Juliette.
Violent?
Violent, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, repeat it again. Sorry. What was the review? Violent, creative.
The production was violent and creative with unexpected humor and lots of kissing.
So they kissed a lot?
Apparently.
They be fucking.
Don't say that. Stop it.
Sex scenes, like depicted, love scenes.
But apparently Francesca was amazing and superb acting. So she was good.
Good for her. Big up Francesca.
This isn't a movie, eh? This is a stage.
Right.
Like, this is a
it takes a lot to be a stage.
An A-list star, though. This is gonna make the rounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think. Listen, theater is a whole different ballgame. I think theater actors are probably arguably more talented than on-screen actors.
Yeah, for sure.
Like theater actors, it's serious. Like those are real.
Denzel still goes back and will do rounds, like at a play or something like that.
Yeah.
And we'll have a.
Mark Hamill was a theater actor for years, like after he was done with Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. So I think I just think I don't know why they released that photo.
I think they just made it
That was
at
not
her
nice.
expense, honestly.
That was not nice.
It wasn't. And I looked at other pictures of her. She looks much more presentable than that.
Maybe it's just the way it was the side. Like, is it the
A
side?
lot of people are also. What do you guys think? Like a lot of people are coming at Tom Holland for not saying anything.
What's he supposed to
Yeah,
say?
what's
Leave
he
that black
suppo-
woman alone? Like
Yeah.
what the hell?
That's kind of what they're saying that he should say. Yeah.
To me, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I don't like pity. Like, I wouldn't
I feel like that's worse. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be her and just see like my co-star like.
Leave her alone, guys.
Yeah, like yo,
You
let
think
me.
it's demeaning?
I think a little bit. Like, yeah,
Undermining.
like
Mm.
just keep supporting her on stage as you should, even though she's been put in a weird situation. It seems like she's thriving through it. So
Yeah.
big up to her.
So okay, so I'm trying to see clips. Are they like a 2024 Romeo and Juliet?
Apparently, it's a modern take on it.
Okay, because I'm like, why is he wearing a hoodie on stage?
It's a modern take on it.
Oh, okay, that changes things.
Does it?
Okay, if it's a Mucho. If it's a modern take, and
She looks better there.
no, yeah, they did her really dirty.
It was
with
just a
that
bad
photo.
promo pic. That's it.
Unflattering.
Yeah, and everyone has unflattering photos. I'm not gonna act like thing,
I got some
but
too.
okay, it's interesting the modern take. Maybe that's why they made it an interracial couple because it's modern and apparently everyone's in interracial relationships now. I don't know.
Yo, walking around, someone pointed this out to me when it comes to Toronto, and I'm like, yeah. But walking around Queen West,
Oh shit.
oh my God.
Those mans.
Shout out to all the interracial couples, I guess, but Jesus Christ.
That's
It's
where
like-
you would see them.
It's like you never see two black people. It's always.
But when I say it, I'm a hater.
No, I'm not hating though. I love it though.
No, but
I love all
You love it?
Oh, shut up.
You love mixed love?
Yeah, I love all love.
Word. You like biracial love?
Yeah.
Word.
Turn up.
Okay.
I got no problem. You know what I mean? I don't care if the human race looks the same in 1,000 years. I don't care.
Doctor, this is a great episode for someone get Dr. Umar
Yeah.
on
To
here,
page
man.
me. No.
I just listen. No,
Pay that
I don't.
speaker fee.
I don't care necessarily. Like, what am I gonna do? Get mad?
Yeah.
No.
I just be looking for like an extra second longer. That's it. That's it. That's it. And then I'm like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
I
that's
don't
it.
get mad, and it is what it is. But it's like,
Do you
damn,
like, do you like grill like the black woman?
no, I don't grill. I don't care
Letting
to
us
grill.
down, sis. Like,
But
like
it's just interesting. It's like, damn, like all y'all boyfriends black.
You don't grill?
No, I don't grill.
Because you know how dudes will say like that black woman will give them animosity for their interracial relationship.
I listen.
I feel like it's.
Here we go.
I feel like it is in their heads a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you were ready to be attacked.
yeah.
more times
You're on
it's-
guard.
More times it's in their head, but sometimes.
I didn't say anything, man.
But
What you
sometimes they do get paged though. So it's like I kind of feel for them. But more times nobody cares. They're just going on about their day. You
Yeah,
know,
I
so-
mean, personally, do I genuinely care? No. It's something that I've noticed and like tilted my head to 100%. Because it's like, yeah, like, damn, all y'all boyfriends black.
That's real. I think just hanging around you and other people that have said it, and then I kept my eye out for it a little bit. I'm like, oh shit.
You be seeing them, like, so many non-black girls have black boyfriends.
Yeah.
But
I worked at a restaurant,
But
so
then
I like
also in Queen West too, the black women are catching up.
What do you mean?
What do you
The
mean by
black
that?
women are
Mucho?
catching up. They got some white niggas too.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm happy for them.
Yeah, fight back.
Fight back for real. Get off our case.
Play ball.
Don't say fight back. Don't say fight back.
I'm being facetious.
Oh
saying.
my God. But
Fire with fire. Let's go.
I just think,
Get you awake.
it's an interesting,
Clyde.
what'd you say?
Nothing. Keep going.
What did he say?
Nothing. Keep going.
It's an interesting point. But I mean, like, maybe people think,
Francesca's fighting back.
what did she fight back? What'd she say?
She's
Oh,
with a
you
white
mean when she's
nigga.
with?
Yeah.
She's acting.
Yo, it seems like Tom and Zendaya got a real stressful relationship going on right now,
True,
man.
Yeah,
Why?
always in a new
Because I saw
romance
that shit this weekend.
Saw what?
Oh, challengers.
Oh.
Zendaya gets
I didn't
battered.
see. Okay, she doesn't get battery. First of all. Oh my god.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
So why are you telling me? I watched it.
Okay.
And you
Zendaya does not get battered.
All right.
I mean,
She has a threesome with 2 men, which is still a threesome.
Would you have said that she bodied this role?
I haven't seen it. Now you want to be funny? So funny. But she actively, like in the clip I saw. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm gonna see it. Hopefully, maybe. But she kisses 2 guys.
Yeah.
Then she lays down. Clearly, she wants both of them. Why? It's not a battery. She's having sex with 2 men.
Yeah, jokes aside, she didn't actually. Maybe a delayed battery.
What's a delayed battery?
A couple days after.
Oh,
No,
in the
maybe it
movie
was
she
the
doesn't
same
sleep with
night.
them.
that's the same night that happened.
The same night it happened. Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, you'll
Oh,
see why
yeah.
she does that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You think during the end, because I don't want to say the scene, like the one in the car, that wasn't.
Yeah, okay, see?
There we go.
What are you talking about?
They leave a battery up for interpretation.
Thank you. There we
Yeah.
go. I'm not. I'll talk about it out.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
yeah,
we'll-
don't
yeah,
spoil
I'll-
it for me because I can't.
We-
I still
we
wanna
didn't-
see
to
it.
anybody
you
listening,
want to see it?
To anybody
Yeah.
listening,
Maybe
we didn't spoil
it
any.
and talk.
No.
No, to anybody spoiling, we didn't. To anybody listening, we didn't spoil it. Yeah.
No.
Okay, go watch it and let's talk more about this.
Okay,
There's a
fine.
lot of there's layers to that movie.
But yeah, you guys know how I'm a Zendaya hater though.
Are you really?
I didn't know that.
I'm not a Zendaya
You are.
hater.
I
No,
didn't know you-
no.
Zoe's not.
Hold on. I'm not a Zendaya hater. I love Zendaya.
Really?
I think she's beautiful. I think she's a great beat.
You like her work?
Not depends.
Okay.
Depends. I don't
Yeah.
think she's this amazing, well-rounded, great actress you guys are trying to depict her to be. You guys thought she was like this groundbreaking role in Euphoria. I don't think it was a
said
groundbreaking
that?
role.
I never said it was groundbreaking. We
Well,
said that
she's getting propped up as the A-list Hollywood black actress right now.
that is happening there. I didn't do that. I just said she
I
bodied.
know.
I said she
You-
bodied her
No,
role
I-
in Euphoria. That's
Yes.
all I said.
I don't really think she did that amazing of a job in Euphoria.
I disagree. I think she.
I
did
don't think
great.
she did an earth-shattering, like, oh my god, best role that we've ever seen someone do in years and I don't think it was that
She
good.
was top
but she
3
did a really
actresses in that
yeah,
show.
she did a really great
but
job.
come on, the top 3, like that show.
Which is,
I mean,
I
that's-
know.
bit of a-
I know.
that's
we're
a
not
heavy
being
doing-
the top 3 in that show is not that much of an accomplishment.
We're doing
That
comparisons.
wasn't
to,
great
like,
acting.
No, I disagree. I know it's not a groundbreaking show, but given how certain scenes played out for certain actors, she did the best ones out of the.
A lot of emotional scenes.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay,
I haven't watched the
because
show,
she
so-
is a crackhead.
That.
Like,
Like you're saying, she can't do subtle.
but my thing is like I don't see like I'm trying to think. To me, she's just not really like she's improving me to be like a crazy, well-rounded, amazing actress. Like to me, I wasn't like moved.
Have you seen Dune 2?
No.
Have you seen Malcolm Marie?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think of her in that?
What? She has a great speech at the end. Like
Yeah, I've never.
I'm not saying
that
like,
movie
you
was
did-
like it was like being in a living room and watching your friends fight for 45 minutes.
I never want to see it again. Yeah.
And then at the end, your
Wasn't bad,
friend
but-
has this amazing point and she finally breaks down. And it's like, all right, bitch, what? You couldn't have said that 40 minutes ago making his macaroni and cheese? Like, that movie was nuts to me.
That
I'm
movie
not
was
saying she's
stressful.
like an
She's
Oscar award-winning
good.
actress, but I think she's
She's a good actress. She's not a bad actress. I think people are like, she's like, oh, like, this talented, amazing. Da, da, da. I think she still has some stuff to do.
You know what I said was like
But
her.
I think she's an icon, though.
You know what I said
Like,
she's
she,
yeah, she
fashion
can
wise,
model,
her
What?
equivalent is she's kind of like a early like she's like a Jennifer Aniston.
I wouldn't put her that bad. I think Jennifer Aniston's really
She's
bad.
better, and that's the conclusion I came to is that Zendaya is a better actress than Jennifer Aniston. But that whole quirky humor, like she's the same thing, that
Yeah.
romantic comedy role, but like
The
her
thing-
bag's a bit deeper.
The
But
thing with Jennifer Aniston is what makes a good what makes a bad actress, in my opinion, is when you can't separate them from their major role. Jennifer Aniston's always been Rachel from Friends for me.
I
never
don't think
seen
that's
her-
fair.
I've never. What movie has she done where you're like, that's not Rachel?
I'm
from
just
Friends?
saying the concept of attaching of like someone who can't shed their big iconic role. I don't
Why?
think that necessarily speaks to that person being a bad actor or actress.
I think so.
Well, they can't be a great one.
Yeah. If every time I
Because you
see
still
you in
you
a
still have to
movie,
give them credit for having an iconic role. Facts.
Yeah.
But You kind of have to supersede that to be a great one, no?
100%.
Here's a good example.
To be a great, great.
You have to.
be a great actor. Like,
Here's a good example. Will Smith, Fresh Prince. Everybody knows who he is, but you know him from I Am Legend, Hancock. Completely different characters.
okay, facts. But let's say somebody like the actress that played Skylar in Breaking Bad.
Right.
She got no roles or anything like that after doing that show. Wouldn't you say that she was a phenomenal actress during that? Like,
But did she not
did a great
get any
job, right?
roles because she's trying, or she just hasn't? Well, to me, yes, she was great in that role, 100%.
And it didn't translate to more roles, and it was great work, right? Like that. Isn't that what great work
But
should do?
Yes and no.
Great
'cause
work
it
can do
depends-
what we're saying. Like you know that Skylar's character is now considered the most hated TV character of all time.
Yeah.
I think that kind of has something that
That's
you
an
see.
accomplishment.
Yeah, you see her and you see that role. Like she makes you hate her so much, or whatever it is that people don't like about Skylar.
Yes.
That can translate into the real world.
But I also think that we don't know if it's like her doing or whoever why she hasn't had more roles. So we'll just give her, yes, she was amazing Breaking Bad as Skylar. But if she did have more roles and she just stayed as Skylar, like, oh, she's not, I just, like, yeah, this is just still Skylar. Like, there's no difference. There's no, like, versatility. She's not telling a new story. She's still kind of stuck in that Skylar role, which is Jennifer Aniston as Rachel from Friends. Then I would say she was not a great actress.
Because we haven't seen her in anything else yet.
No, so
I
that's
haven't.
also hard to think as well. But I'd still call her a great actress for what she did as Skylar. But
There's another actress that I'm thinking of, but yeah, keep going.
yeah, but I think like I'm trying to think, like think of Bryan Cranston.
I've
He's
seen
an
him
amazing actor.
Yeah, but I see him. I've seen that on display in multiple other things though. Since
You think he only shows Walter White?
no, but no, yeah, okay, no, yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was,
I agree with. Yeah,
he was the
yeah.
dad from Malcolm in the Middle. Then he was Walter White. Then he was the
like
judge from Your Honor. Like he had.
Harry Potter was able to I don't know, but like, do you think?
Has he done anything else outside of Harry Potter?
And this
Daniel?
and
Yeah,
this
he
and this
has.
is what I'm talking about. The Twilight guy.
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, he was able to
Oh,
shed
he was
that.
able to shed it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he was
Yeah.
Twilight.
Or I don't
then
know.
he
I
was
don't know if-
Batman.
I don't know.
That's a feather in her points.
Sorry, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
keep
I was saying that because I don't know if people would agree with me on that.
The Batman?
That Robert Pattinson and Daniel Radcliffe have shedded those iconic
Oh,
roles.
they both have.
Yes,
the
they
Batman.
have. They both have. Yeah,
I don't
The
know. I think
Batman, they say
Daniel
that's the
Radcliffe is
best
Harry
actor.
Potter to people.
Oh, I don't know. What did Daniel Radcliffe do? I actually don't know.
I don't know what he's
Daniel,
done outside
Daniel-
of.
he didn't do anything.
There's a role
like,
where he's saying the hard
marketable.
ER and shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a member, but he did other stuff where you could tell he wasn't Harry Potter,
Mm.
or like you could separate the character from him.
Yeah, I see that. I just think Jennifer Aniston's a terrible actress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Zendaya?
Terrible.
Jennifer Aniston?
Terrible.
Jennifer Aniston?
All I know her from is Friends. and
She's
I
like
and I
mid.
Friends.
Mid?
Yeah, she's
Mid is Zendaya.
Mid is in there though.
Mid is
Yeah.
not Zendaya.
Zendaya is not.
Have you seen Dune 2?
No,
What
I
would
have
you
not.
put like
Watch
mid
Dune 2.
as a number
Okay.
on a scale of 1 to 10?
5.
No, I'd say she's a high mid, 6.
6.
I'd give Zendaya like a 6.
But Challengers was good. She acted well in Challengers.
Okay, I didn't see.
I
She was
agree
good.
with that.
She was good.
Yeah.
She acted.
To me, mid is like 5.
Okay, so I'll give Zendaya upper mid.
So who's mid? Like in Jennifer Aniston and who?
No, Jennifer Aniston's bad. I think Jennifer Aniston.
What
is
have you
bad.
seen her in outside of Friends?
She's
she
had bare
was in
romantic comedies.
Yeah, she's had like those corny romance,
Like
like
the breakup and
Those,
stuff.
Yeah.
those don't count as good acting.
50.
You don't like romantic comedies?
I do, but not with Jennifer Aniston.
But it's also like low hanging. Like it's not like you're not gonna get a Oscar for like some romantic comedy.
I'm trying to
kinda
think who's
shit.
a
Like,
mid actress.
Did you think Jennifer Aniston was like a bad white girl when you were watching Friends?
when I was a little kid, yeah,
I'm trying to think who's mid. I gotta
a
think.
mid actor, mid actress. Who's a 5 out of 10 as an actor?
Or like a perfect 5 out of 10?
I'm trying to think.
I can think of one, but he's like Chris Rock. Like he's a good comedian, but he's not a
To me,
great
he's
actor.
To me, he's a bad actor.
Oh wow.
You think Chris Rock's a bad actor?
Like I
Have
put
you
him
seen
as
him in
a,
Empire?
like a 4 or
No,
5.
I don't watch
like,
Empire.
I put him as a 4 or 5 on a scale.
Yeah,
of 1 to
thank
10.
you. Who why you watching Empire, fam? Why you watching Empire?
It was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I liked the show.
I know you watch. I know you watch every Power.
You know
I've
who's
never
mid?
watched Power. I never watched Power.
So you watch Empire, but not Power.
I watched Empire when it came out, and I liked it. I didn't watch Empire.
No, you watched a lot of it because you watched enough to know that Chris Rock was in it, and I never knew that they
I
brought
said
Chris
I liked
Rock
it.
onto
Absolutely,
Empire.
yeah.
That's 4 or 5 seasons in Empire. If you had to know.
I'll stand on
We
it.
all
Yeah, I
stopped
liked
when
it.
Lucius went to jail.
I didn't start. I never started.
Yep.
We had the
I
whole.
think I'm trying to think who. It's gonna bother me now. Who is a mid actor actress?
It's hard to think of 5 out of 10.
Yeah. Because you're not good, but you're not bad, but you're just the.
That's not Zendaya.
What about Jessica Alba?
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
Oh, she might be good as.
That's a good one. That's a good 5 out of 10.
Well,
That
what
might
the hell
be
is she
mid.
even in?
Honey.
And
And
that was all.
Fantastic-
That was
And
bad.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
Oh
Four.
yeah.
Was Honey bad?
Oh no, she
What?
was.
No. not-
Watch Honey as an adult.
Oh.
But see, that's the thing though. Like I like Honey though.
Yeah.
What?
It's bad, but it's good.
No.
Oh, here's
You
a
know,
mid actor,
it's one of
Michelle
those-
Rodriguez, from Fast and Furious.
Niggas give me the heebie-jeebies. That one?
No.
No.
That's not the. That,
No, Dom's girlfriend, like that actor.
No, that's
is-
her.
who's that,
That's
though?
That's-
her.
who's
Oh my
that?
god, no,
That's
it's not.
not-
It's not
It's
her.
not.
Wait, no.
it
Wait,
is
you
her.
might.
She's the girl from Jane the Virgin, right? The one you're talking about, I
Oh,
think.
yeah,
The
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
give me heebie-jeebies. I think it's Jane the Virgin,
I
right?
Yeah, wrong woman of color.
Wrong Hispanic woman.
Damn.
Yeah, that's something. What's her name? What's her name? The girl from Jane the Virgin.
One second.
Something
Michelle
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
No, it's not Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh, her.
Oh.
Gina Rodriguez.
Gina
Gina Rodriguez.
All the Rodriguez's.
She be getting the heebie.
Yeah, she's the one that said niggas give me heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, that was.
That was wild.
What's funny is that she was singing the Laura Hill song, wasn't she?
Yes. She was singing whatever song that was. Was it Ready or Not? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people have to.
Speaking
allow
of
her.
acceptable times for non-black people to say the N-word, I always like that. They really
Let's
got
hear
on her
this
for
one.
that. Eh?
Oh
for
yeah,
that
they
one?
got her out of here.
Yeah, they.
I don't
really,
think she's been able to come back since.
Really?
I haven't seen her do anything, and every
Neither.
time she
Not
comes up,
really.
people are like, "Nigger, say her." Like people, she said the N-word.
They were being a little strict, weren't they?
Yes and no, because at my point, you gotta have the discernment. You gotta have the discernment, man.
True, but it was a song. It was on the speakers.
I get it, but you're an actress and you're known. You gotta, and you're not black. You have to have discernment.
So why could Bieber bounce back?
You heard journals?
They let her.
Fair enough.
If you're
Okay, you know who's a
talented
mid
enough.
actor? Tom Cruise.
What?
I think Tom
I
Cruise
don't
is
know.
mid.
I don't agree with
One
that
of the best
I don't
That's
think
just
action
not.
stars
That's
ever.
just not. That's
He's
just
not
not a
mid.
fair
He's
assessment.
not mid.
Yeah, that's not. You can't.
MID.
No.
He's not
Nah.
mid. No.
War of the Worlds.
Nah.
All right, let me
You said
see.
actresses though. I can think of really good mid actors.
Amy Schumer. No, she's
She's
bad.
not an actress.
No, yeah, it's because she's on like the comedian side.
Martin Lawrence.
You can make an argument.
Maybe.
As a bad actor. Yeah.
What about Ice
Yeah.
Cube?
Just mid. Ice Cube mid.
Ice Cube can give mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid? Okay.
Yeah, Ice Cube's mid.
Mm-hmm.
There.
We
Secured.
found the perfect 5 out of 10.
Ice Cube is the perfect mid actor.
Yeah.
He is.
No,
There's no
there-
range. He has no range, bro.
No, he doesn't. But like he.
But neither Jennifer Aniston. I called her bad.
Then we're comparing that. Then yeah, Jennifer Aniston's bad.
So is she mid or bad? Oh, I just can't stand Jennifer Aniston. Man.
You seen the morning show?
I think so. Okay, you know, I'll give her mid. I'll give her mid. I'll
Morning
give,
show is
I'll
morning
give
show is
Jennifer
really
Aniston
good, and
mid.
she acted very well.
Okay.
It's the best acting I've seen from her, and that's like the most recent thing she's done. So
Or you know who's also mid? Sarah Jessica Parker. Sex and the
that's a
City.
good. That's a good mid.
She's a mid.
Okay, here's a good question.
Is that the
Who-
woman they used to say looks like a horse?
Yes. You got that from Family Guy,
Yeah,
didn't
you
Yeah.
did get that
Yep.
from
Yeah.
Family Guy.
Who's worse, Megan Fox or Jennifer?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
It didn't even matter who you said next.
Jennifer's body?
No.
That's all writing.
Acting.
Yeah, she's in Jennifer's body,
She's in
right?
Jennifer's
Megan Fox.
body, yeah.
Jennifer's body's all writing.
What do you mean all writing?
There's not good acting taking place. Like that's like a very stylistic script. Like you ever seen Juno?
Yeah,
You know how they speak in like very like weird phrases?
I guess.
That's kind of how Jennifer's body is. It's just very like
I don't even remember. I just remember it being a
it's like a bunch of friends that are having an inside joke talking to each other. Like it's just that's Jennifer's body.
Interesting.
You're low key a movie buff, bro. Like you just be knowing random
Not really,
shit.
because like I haven't seen important movies, like all the important movies. I just kind of went to school and there was a lot of film classes.
Oh, okay. So you could
I went to media school, so I kind of like I know how to movies put together.
you could analyze Jennifer's body, but you've never seen Inglourious Bastards.
Or Titanic,
Oh god.
You have not watched Titanic?
or The Shining,
Okay.
I've never seen The Shining either.
or Forrest Gump.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen Forrest
Oh,
Gump.
come
I think I
on.
tried to.
I
and,
may
like,
not be a smart man, but I know what
Yeah.
love is.
Yeah,
You've
no.
never seen Forrest Gump?
I-
Run, Forrest!
I tried during pandemic, I'm pretty sure, and it just didn't.
It's a really, it
That's
hurts.
the most
Yeah.
that's the most difficult role to play in Hollywood, a mentally handicapped or disabled person.
You think so?
One of the hardest.
Or else
As
you
a-
turn into radio. Remember how hilarious radio was? That was. It's really hard to play a mentally disabled person. Yeah.
I'm just thinking of Tropic Thunder right now.
Or there you go. Oh, I think they brought that point up.
I'm
My
the
bad.
dude playing the dude. Disguised as the dude.
But the whole point of Simple Jack
He made
in that movie.
blackface
Yeah.
hilarious.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about him
You're
pretending to
talking
be
about, yeah.
mentally
the mentally
disabled.
That's where I got it from. Yes, you're right.
That's Oscar bait, though.
What do you mean?
It's like, if you act as a person with disabilities,
And that's why it should be Oscar bait, because that's how hard it is.
Have you seen The Good
And
Doctor?
to do it,
I think it's like being a crackhead.
to do it taste no.
I think it's like
To-
being the Joker.
What?
It's just like it's like just
easy to play someone who's disabled
No, it's
without
not.
It's
like.
hard.
Okay, my thing is you haven't seen Forrest Gump. Playing someone who is disabled
What,
without
like Rain
coming
Man?
off as a dickhead or not
Yeah,
coming
okay.
off as like super insensitive, but
Yeah.
genuinely like you believe
That is difficult,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks is like actually disabled.
Have you seen The Good Doctor?
And like it's heart wrenching. That movie is heart wrenching.
Forrest Gump?
Yes.
It is.
That movie's so
I
moving.
don't like heart wrenching movies.
It's moving. It's not like it's moving. Like you're emotionally attached to it.
You'll feel something at the end of
You're
it.
definitely gonna feel something at Forrest Gump. What? And that man is not disabled, but he was able to play this disabled character so well and tell this amazing story that you follow. Like you're so emotionally connected to it. You're not connected to freaking radio.
You're laughing at radio.
Like that was terrible.
Shit was bad, yeah.
It was bad.
Like, and even with Tropic Thunder, like Robert Downey Jr. was in blackface.
Have you ever like
And we just allowed it
That
because
was-
it was done so perfectly.
That's what I'm saying.
In
There's
an
a way-
ironic way, but still.
Yeah.
you both went to university?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had lectures and gotten into beef during the like contributing, like raising your hand? You have like a discussion and stuff.
Oh, with, like in class or in the discussion post online?
Like in the discussion while y'all are having the discussion during the lecture.
Like,
I don't
there's
remember.
two other students or the teachers?
Yeah, like you and another student or you and a teacher.
No, no.
I've
I
had
don't
both
think-
with a
Yeah,
student
I've
and a
done
teacher.
both.
I wasn't
Yeah.
passionate enough about what I was
Yeah, I was gonna
studying.
say me either.
I the most heated any of that discussion I've ever had, and this is when I used to like want to argue and shit, was about Robert Downey Jr.'s Tropic Thunder role. I remember this woman was trying to say it's the most racist thing of all time.
Oh come on!
And
What was the color of her
the
skin?
most
She was,
racist?
she was like,
What?
yeah,
Of her skin.
she was a white woman.
Oh,
I knew it.
Yeah.
Because only she would be offended for us.
Yeah.
I hate
And it's like
when-
trying to
I
tell
hate
me, and it's
that.
like, no, that's the
most
point.
racist thing of all time.
Not the no, but she was,
other than like actual blackface.
she was making it sound like it was
Like
a
it was really
really
bad.
bad, like,
Yeah.
yeah, that it was like
What
a
was her-
minstrel sort of thing. And I'm like, no,
No,
the
it
point of that
wasn't.
movie was that they're saying that this is like, the Hollywood doesn't take it serious to
Yeah.
the point where they would use blackface as some sort of Oscar bait type
Yeah.
shit, you know? And like,
Oh, shut up.
it was the most heated I've ever gotten, aside from my radio teacher that told me Candace Owens is the best representation of black people currently.
Wow.
God damn. What color was she?
That's the only time I've ever walked out of a lecture.
Yeah.
And was just like, I'm not listening to an hour and a half more of this.
What
is
color was the
crazy.
woman that told you Candace Owens was the leader?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
what color was she?
Yeah, like what you think.
She was
What?
She was white.
She was a white woman.
Oh,
And she like worked at Hot 97 and stuff too, and was
Oh
like,
brother.
okay.
You know what's crazy?
she used the word urban a lot.
Oh
Urban.
god.
Yeah, we know what they mean.
Yeah.
But I rather that person say that,
Yeah.
because at least they really mean it, than the other person trying to pander to me and feeling sorry for me.
Because it's like, what do you really?
Because there's blackface on the screen that was finally done like in a funny kind of way,
Yeah.
and you're still trying to be offended for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like,
just-
what's your plan here? Like, what? Yeah.
White people that get offended for you for little shit.
I feel like there's white people who get offended for you, which is really annoying, and then there's mixed people who overcompensate.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right, man.
Absolutely.
Give me an example.
Like if like we're out and like, you know, maybe like a server doesn't, oh my god, because we're black, and it's like, girl, you are. It's literally because we're black
Ew,
sitting
there's-
here, and
there's
it's
mi-
like, girl,
There's mixed people that are looking to get that to be
and
oppressed.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's because we're black, and it's like, why are you pulling out that card? Respectfully.
I know.
That's
Like,
funny.
yes, you can do
That's-
it, but it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
it's like if I'm not like, why are you looking for? Like, I mean, it's literally because we're black, and it's like,
Why are you looking for a problem?
And that's gonna be for me. You know me, I love a problem. And I'm always looking for shit. But if I'm the one who's like, all right, yo, I think you're dragging it a little bit. Like some mixed people don't. I feel like y'all. Listen, we get it. Black adjacent, we know.
Isn't there like this whole thing
I'm
about?
kidding.
You're like, isn't there this whole thing about how like a lot of mixed black men, or I guess light-skinned black men, are those that tend to be with dark-skinned women?
Episode 4.
Episode 4, what?
Our first one.
You guys mentioned
Our
that
first
season.
Of episode 4? I don't remember.
Season 1, episode 4.
What episode was that? I don't remember. That was 3 years ago.
It was 4 years ago.
Almost, yeah.
Where we dissected this.
Oh.
Or I don't know. I remember Whitney gave a very, very, very in-depth, like, anecdotal, like, thing about Toronto and over the years, and like that being that light-skinned men seem to be
more.
Do you think?
I'm just saying, is that like an overcompensation?
Yeah.
thing?
Do you think that's a thing?
I don't think so. Because
remember when you were saying? Remember when you said mixed guys were like flocking to you more than they usually had been?
Yeah.
Did you ever get a vibe or a sense from any of them that they may have been like, okay, I'm gonna approach or go with a black woman to
prove I'm black?
Yeah, to be more. No, did you?
I never got that vibe.
Okay.
No.
Because I do think mixed guys do that.
Is she dark enough for this discourse?
Are you paper bag testing me?
Look, if Jaden, listen,
a darker example than Joy. I'm sorry.
If Jaden comes to the meetings,
why am I not? Who's Jaden?
If Jaden comes to the light skin meetings and this her is Zoe,
who's Jaden?
We would be. It's a stereotypical light
biracial. I'm like, who else Jaden? You know, I've always had because I've called myself dark skin a lot, like most of my life, and then I got to a point where apparently I can't claim dark skin anymore.
Word.
So what are you?
Brown skin. And I hate that term. I hate that term.
I don't like it either, but I just had to hug it recently.
Yeah, you have to, because then people look at you like people who are darker than me who are dark skin look at me when I call myself dark skin. They're like, "What the hell, bitch?"
A Sudanese woman page me. I'm like,
that a Sudanese woman page me too.
I'm like, you got it,
bro. I'm telling you, she was like, "Yo, your pimple is pink. You cannot be dark skin."
Yeah, but brown skin doesn't make no sense.
I don't like it.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because it's like, what the hell is that?
Because you're not brown.
We are the biracials of the black community.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
That was fire.
That is jokes. Brown skinned people are the biracials of the black community.
Interesting.
We're not light enough to be light skinned. We're not dark enough to be dark skinned. We are just.
Why you want to be impressed so bad? Why you want to be dark skinned?
Yeah, why do I want to be dark skinned? You're not light skinned, bitch. I'm like, all right, man. I don't know, man.
God damn.
I'm gonna start making slam poetry.
Do it right
Julia
now.
Roberts. Julia Rob hurts.
And I don't know what it is. It's just, yeah, most of my life as like later in the last maybe like 5 years, I couldn't claiming dark skin just wasn't a thing anymore.
Yeah, but when we were in high school, it was just light or dark.
Yeah, and if you have pink nipples, you can't be dark skin.
There wasn't also so much of a discernment
was
between.
that what it was back in the day?
So I was told, this is a little bit TMI, but okay, fuck it. Black women have darker nipples, right? You've all been with black women,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So they have darker nipples, right?
Yes.
Mine are not.
Okay.
So
okay. All right.
So when men that I've been with have seen me naked, they're like, oh. And even when I've seen like my friends who are lighter than me with dark ass nipples, I'm
You got
like,
the white girl aerial. That's what niggas are saying when they see it. That's crazy.
they're not white girl areolas, first of all.
You got them Becky aerial.
They're just lighter than what I would
Expect?
especially for a woman who's my shade.
Right.
Like, sometimes I'm like, bro, why aren't my nipples, like, why are my areolas darker for real? I don't know what it is. It's definitely the genetics.
Probably.
Because I've seen, like I said, I have light skinned friends. I'm like, damn, like, why are your nipples like that?
Y'all really? Never mind.
What?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead,
you
Trey.
go.
I was gonna say, like, y'all just comment each other's nipples on the one too, like.
Girls?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, women get naked from women all the time. Like, I'm that friend who, like, I don't care.
Okay.
Like, I will be topless. Like I'll talk to you with my top off.
Why?
I mean, like if we're on vacation together
word,
and like
word,
no,
word.
not just like we're chilling. I'm not gonna get naked. But like I've never like as I got older, I've never been the type to like some girl like I don't know if you know, but some girls will like literally like hide when they change.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
True. That's
Yeah.
real.
A guy that I was talking to once called me a nudist because I've talked about like I walk around the house naked. Like I don't like if
That's why you pay rent.
I don't pay rent. I live at home.
Oh, word. That's why you and your
Yeah,
mom
she's-
talk about nipples. Yeah.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, he was like, oh, she's like, so you're like a nudist. And I'm like, I'm not a nudist. But he's like, so you just like be in your crib naked? I'm like, yeah. For example, if I'm upstairs and my AirPods are downstairs and I'm naked, I'm just going to run downstairs and get my AirPods and come back upstairs.
That's real.
Wow.
She ain't never had roommates.
I have.
Oh yeah, you went to.
I
Female roommates.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
But even, like I said, even then, I'm like,
Yeah.
and like when I wear a towel, I wrap it on my waist. I don't wrap it around my body sometimes. I just wrap it around my waist.
Yeah, no, women different.
Nothing's wrong with some
Yeah,
titties.
I'm not grabbing my AirPods with my dick out if I had roommates. You know what I mean? It's
But
just-
you live by yourself.
Yeah.
So you do it by
so
yourself.
I do it 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if
Like,
anybody's watching through the balcony, then they get a view too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so nurtured to like living with people or like living with roommates that aren't like immediate that you wouldn't walk around naked in front of or anything like
Right.
that. And like even if I live by myself, I feel like the first few months I'd be like
You'd be scared.
not
You have,
scared.
like,
It would just be
PTSD?
no. It would just be like memory. Like if I had to go downstairs to go get, I would put a towel in something as if. Yeah.
But even for example, if you live with your partner,
Yeah.
are you like,
No, then it's it's your
yeah,
partner.
like if I live with a man that I'm with, like romantically,
I'm just saying
I don't
like
be naked all the time. What are we doing?
I don't think anybody cares. It's your
Yeah.
partner. Like,
Yeah, you're just saying the first few months, out of habit, you'd still.
yeah, but this also does come down to like, were you a bedroom kid or a living room kid?
Oh.
that's a good one.
I'm
What were you?
assuming you were a bedroom kid.
I'm mixed.
Yeah.
You're
I'm mixed.
Yeah,
I used to
we
spend-
got through this already.
Yeah.
Pink nipples,
stop.
we know.
I used to do I could do living room, bedroom. I could do anywhere. I
So
never
what,
really.
What do you think I was?
So you had the option.
What? What
You
nipples
never
you
had the
have?
option?
No, nigga, the fucking living room or bedroom. What the fuck?
My fault. Living room.
Okay.
No, I think you give me bedroom kid vibes.
Okay.
Where were you?
Living room.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, man.
So wait, why couldn't you go in the living room?
I just like what made me more that way was living with like my aunt and uncle and stuff, and it was like a very like not like a social sort of
Comfortable?
house. Yeah, to be
yeah.
like out like that and stuff, and I feel like that really made me that way. But
How
before
long
that,
did
I
you
was
live with them?
2 years
Okay, that's not too bad.
during like grade 9 and 10 though, like important years.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of crucial years, yeah.
But and I feel like that though.
Did
Like,
you eat dinner in your bedroom?
after that, yeah.
People who do that always drive me nuts.
After that, I became a eat by myself. Like for
Really?
free. Yeah. That was one of the biggest things for like making me an introvert.
Damn. Those 2 years were very important.
Yeah.
Early teenagehood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that's what made Dahmer go off the
Okay.
rails. No, I'm not calling you that. I'm just saying. They're just like they were saying those like years where he would like. I don't know if you guys watched the documentary. Obviously, I'm not calling you a.
I don't.
Yes, I'm just
It was
saying.
funny
like,
even if you were.
there was I don't know if you guys watched the show, but there was like his family just like left him alone.
Yeah.
Like for like what was it like 8 months something like that or something like that, and he
Close
was just
to a year, yeah.
yeah, he was just alone in this house, and his family just like fucked off, and he just like.
Yeah.
And it was like crucial. I think it was like right after high school or like mid high school, something like that. Or he just
was about to
graduated,
graduate.
something like that. Yeah, and he was just like alone. Like he in his house didn't have any friends, don't talk to blah blah. And he kind of started to like go off the rails a little bit. Obviously, crazy extent.
Yeah,
very
yeah,
different.
yeah.
But yeah, my point is they're crucial years where you need, like
And that's why you need to
Social-
go to therapy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
he said, lay up with
Nice
the
little-
left.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Okay. Throwing the lobs and stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
well
No.
we could talk. Yeah, you said you're a therapist shopping.
Well, yeah, I was like, I got a new job at the beginning of the year and stuff. And this is the first time I had like benefits and stuff. So, utilizing that and shopping, want to utilize it for therapy. This is a big thing, just trying to get better, self-care, everything, working on yourself. And therapy,
Did you just kiss your teeth?
Sorry, I'll explain why.
Jesus Christ.
When we talk about the TikTok, it'll go into it. Anyways, go.
Okay. There's a TikTok.
Remember the TikTok
one
we were
that
talking
you
about? The
showed.
girl who was talking about
I'm tired of.
she's
working on
tired
myself.
of like working on herself.
Oh,
blah,
that
blah.
wasn't even attached. Those are separate topics.
I know. I'm saying it will go into why I kiss my teeth.
Bet. But yeah, I'm just like, shopping for a therapist, and like, I've been in this position before too, where I had a therapist for maybe like a month and it didn't really work out. And that was like my little brief experience with therapy. Wasn't as committed to it. Now I'm kind of, want to do the self-work and everything. So, and I feel like I'm at a point where I'm overthinking this. That like, do you feel like talking to you guys haven't done therapy, right?
No, I haven't.
I haven't. I've shot before.
Yeah, I've looked into, but
just thinking about it and like on the surface, like, do you feel like your therapist being either a man or a woman, or if they were a black man or a woman, or if they what type of, do you think that really should be an important factor?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it matters either way.
Well, you don't believe in therapy.
I didn't say that. I said like it doesn't work for me.
Okay, but
It doesn't work for you, or you don't believe in it? You think it's a sham?
No, I believe it works because there are people that benefit from it, but personally, it just does not work for me. I've done it twice, and it doesn't done anything for me.
I feel like twice is a hard time to make that assumption, though.
But
Like to say it doesn't work for you with only going twice, it's a little hard to.
No, but I've done it over like different stages when I was a teenager, and then when I was 22. So it's different stages, and it still like was the same result from me coming out of it. And it wasn't like one session and done. It was like multiple sessions within 2 months.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so you mean you've done it twice, 2 stages of your life.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Because there used to be a point where I was like, okay, a black woman is going to be the most empathetic human being you could possibly come across, like that would be like the best. And then like I just think about it more, but it's like, maybe you really do need to speak with a male, like, and have like a male perspective for some of these things that you're talking about. And then the more I talk to other people who have had very successful journeys with therapy and stuff, kind of talked about it in the sense that like they had multiple therapists, and like that was never really a thing that was like a deciding factor. Like that was never really like an issue. And I feel like everybody's always fucking talking about therapy. Therapy's a big buzzword and everything. I engage with a lot of the community and people who listen to the show and stuff. So if there's people that that are on that journey and stuff like that, even as a question, just like, how important is that? I feel like I'm overthinking it at this point,
Probably. To get your first one, you're probably just like having like choice paralysis a little bit. Where you should just go and try one.
Because I have tried it before, like years ago, when I probably wasn't in the best like state to actually commit to therapy, and it was like a white woman with blonde hair or purple hair. Sorry,
Purple
hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And just that didn't resonate with me, and I felt like that was the reason why it didn't. And now I'm just kind of like, I don't know if that was.
It's crazy that we shop therapists judging therapists and needing therapy.
I don't like this one.
And I almost feel like I'm like what you're talking about, like a biracial person almost. That's like making. Does the race really have that much of an impact on the type of like work that you're trying to do on yourself at that point? If you really are committed,
as a black person, it might. Because if you're talking about issues, whether it's like maybe race or not feeling connected or whatever, it's some things that white people just don't understand, right? And I feel like you might need that connectivity, which is why black people go to black therapists, because you just have that fundamental like understanding of like the experience. Most of the majority, not always, but majority of the time you do. But I don't think it's maybe like the end all be all if you find a white man who's a therapist.
I spoke to somebody that said that they went through a series of like 3 or 4, and they were all black, and they had an Asian woman, and then that's their main. Now that's their main thing, and then that's what worked for them. So I feel like I could be overthinking it too, but like I don't know. Do you guys feel like you would need a black therapist?
Not need, no.
Do you feel like you would need a woman therapist?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily either, no.
What be you?
Yeah, I don't need either, man.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, like, the black experience is definitely something I go through, but it's like 5% of my life. It's not like...
I'm not even necessarily saying it to navigate the black experience. Like, that's not even really like the issues or anything like that. I'm just saying from like whatever issues, like, do you think it's important inherently just for that person that you're working with to be the same race or adjacent to it?
Yeah, I think it could be ideal if this is somebody who's navigated life in a very similar fashion that you had. But if you've done the work and you're good at what you do, then I'm sure the perfect therapist for you could be the one, in spite of having different identity politics in you.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And the issue isn't identity politics or anything either. But I want to ask you something, Mucho specifically. Why do you feel like you don't need therapy? No, like, why do you feel like that? That seems like a good feeling.
Yeah. Have I said that? Have I said I don't?
You just did.
Yeah,
I don't need either.
No, he said, I think he meant I don't need either. Like, I don't care if it's a man, woman, white, black.
Oh, you wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I thought I received it as like I wouldn't.
Or
It
do you
really
actually
wouldn't.
feel like you don't need therapy?
I did not just say that, but I don't feel like I need it.
But I also I didn't just think of that like while you said that either. I also look at you as somebody that like comes across very happy and enjoy, and you don't believe in God either. You know,
I don't.
I don't normally see that correlation. People who are very happy and have good, well-adjusted perspectives on life and stuff like that don't believe in God. So that's why I'm kind of like, does that you feel like?
Yeah, I don't know. You have to think
With your peace and sanity.
No, me personally, I just think like very intentionally about life often. You know what I mean? And so I get in my head like everybody else gets in their head. But what I realize whenever I'm feeling down or whatever, it's yourself who did it. So to think out of that, you have to think
Accountability.
You have to work on like first always be like, damn, I sound like a therapist now. First, you always have to be in the moment. Like when you're talking to someone, look them in their eyes. When you're doing a task, try to enjoy that task as much as possible, even if it's work. You know what I mean? Like if you're working out, enjoy that set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if
You're very purposeful.
very purposeful,
Intentional,
and
yeah.
if you're ever feeling anxious, then don't, because it's really excitement. Like that's all it is.
That's a bar.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when I go on stage or some people, are you nervous? Or like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't wait to body this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, if you're tripping out about the past, you can't change that, but how are you gonna make the future better? So I don't know. I just try to think about things in the most logical way. I guess I'm just a logician and that helps. But yeah, therapy could help for me. I don't think I need it though.
Mitchell's spitting right now. Damn.
Yeah. I agree. I think a lot of the stuff that I
Do you feel like you need therapy?
need,
Or could utilize it?
I could utilize it for sure. I think there's definitely, I've experienced a lot of things that the average person hasn't, and seen a lot of things like, loss and all that stuff. But I don't I know my like reasons why I do things the way that it isn't like I'm looking for answers. Like I know why. So it's more I just have to like work on it. Like I know why, I might get triggered about this, or I know why I might feel like this, or this makes me emotional. Like that's stuff that I've already identified. So like I wouldn't go to therapy to look for identification. So why am I feeling this way, or why is this and that? I know why it is.
Yeah.
It's just I do the work to make a difference in that. I think people go to therapy to identify and like unpack and pinpoint different things in their lives. I think I've done a lot of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's always worth it.
That isn't always the reason, though, too. You could already know what it is, and it's
Yeah.
just dealing, coping,
Right.
managing,
Right.
with said thing that is very obvious to you or whatever. But
And you know what? I should still try it, and I will still try it eventually.
Yeah,
Just because you got to try everything.
it's true.
absolutely. But there is also kind of the contrary, what we said last week. People kind of get a hot bar or two, or a good word or two that they learn from the therapist. and
Bring it
that's
out.
like-
Bring it out.
speak.
Yeah, they go to their therapist and get a crazy word. Now you guys are arguing and texting. You're
They use therapy words in
doing
an
all this, and I'm
argument,
like, what?
Yeah. Thank God I avoid those people.
Yeah.
I also think monsters go to therapy and like learn how to make their
Like
monstrosities
you are going to
sound
therapy
cool.
and now gaslighting me with your therapy terms.
They know how to make their
That's
bad
real.
behavior, their toxic behavior sound good. Like they
Yeah.
know how to.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You
that
guys
is
ever
the
seen The
case.
Sopranos?
No.
That's
I haven't seen
that's the premise.
I've
of
seen
it.
The Sopranos, but I haven't rewatched Sopranos in a long time. I was very young. When I
Doesn't
watched
he have to go to
Sopranos.
therapy because his daughter dates a black
yeah.
guy?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, wasn't it like? I, mean,
I haven't even seen it. I
the
just know
show's also super racist.
he sees the Uncle Ben's thing on the rice and then like passes out in his kitchen.
That's not why you went. Well, he was having a lot of panic attacks.
Tony?
Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
But that was later in the seasons. Initially, he was just having panic attacks, seeing like allegorical things like birds flocking in the water.
And his
It
daughter with
remi-
the black guy was the one with the straw.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I mean, to kind of go off that topic, there was a viral TikTok that we were talking about before we started recording, and it was about this girl. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm haunted. It was about this girl who she was kind of going on a rant about, like, you know, she's ready for love in her life, and she talks to her friends, and, you know, people keep telling her, you know, what she's doing wrong, and, you know, you're looking too hard, and you need to work on yourself, and, you know, you need to heal, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, you because you're deep.
That was me.
Oh.
Do we want to play it, or are we just gonna kind
We
of?
can play, like, maybe
Play it,
play
you gotta
the
play the
slow.
last
Don't play the
30
whole
seconds.
thing.
The
Maybe
last-
play, like, yeah, because the beginning she's talking too much.
She's just
I'm gonna skip the
rambling,
first 45 seconds.
Okay, yeah, and then just hit the.
It's not about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy, before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I built for myself is just
Yes.
supposed to be
All right, turn it off.
Okay.
Go ahead, Zoe.
What I will say
Yeah.
is, I get what she's saying to a certain extent, because I felt like that before, not to that extent. She's a little roadie, but I definitely felt like, yeah, like, people keep telling you, like, oh yeah, like, you know, work on yourself.
The right
and, you
one
know,
will come
Yeah,
along.
this one's gonna come along, and that's just not your person. But bro, stop talking to. First of all, stop talking to people. That's what I've stopped talking to people. I don't like. Listen, I've decentered. Whatever relationship I'm in, whatever happens, it happens. I've decentered the need for it. There's so many other things in life. It's just not the end all be all for me right now. It seems like it's the end all be all for her. I don't think it'll be the end all be all for me ever. I hope it's not.
It also sounds like her last box, though.
What do you mean?
Like, she's checked. It sounds like she's checked all of them.
Right.
And then this is the last box.
Sounds
Just
like she
a-
thinks she did.
Yeah, and I mean, like, listen, people who are all like, oh yeah, like, just work on yourself and heal, and but, like, also get off social media. Like,
It
the
sounded
stu-
very chronically
so
online,
much
yeah.
stuff that you see, and like all the opinions of people, and like, oh, this is not a real thing, and it's like, bro, don't even look at any of that stuff. And also, like, yes, your friends are there to a certain extent, but like, they don't need to be included in everything. And that might sound shady or whatever, but like, it is what it is. We're adults now. Like, maybe like your friends telling you you're doing it, like, maybe you just don't need to hear it. So stop
Yeah.
indulging in them. At the end of the day, do whatever the hell you want to do. But it also feels like she's like way too invested in this, which is ultimately making her unhappy.
Forget about.
Make or break it, like, kinda.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And Clyde, forget about how she looks like, right? Say she looked like a woman that you would be attracted to. I'm not saying she's ugly, but saying she's a woman that you'd be attracted to. The way she's talking in that video, would you want to get in a relationship?
No.
No.
Come on.
Yeah.
The type
Stand
of
up.
Yeah, the type of woman that any man wants to be in a relationship with is one that doesn't absolutely need one right this moment.
It just sounds like being in a relationship is a personality.
Yeah. And the thing is, like,
I've always said I don't like being in a relationship where I feel like I'm the best thing going on for you, or that like
Yes,
I'm your, and that's what it
yes,
seems like I'd be
yes.
signing up for.
If my whole world revolves around you, I'm gonna be less attracted to you instantly.
Yeah. And the thing is, I've always been a person that, like, I've had anxious attachment, and I'm also
What does that mean for people who
Avoidant?
don't know what that
I'm
is?
also avoidant. Like, as I've gotten older, I've become avoidant.
What does that mean for people who don't?
So
exactly?
anxious attachment, when I was younger, is anxious attachment. So anxious attachment is like,
Cling.
Yeah, I wasn't really clingy, but it's kind of like in your head, at least for me. Like,
You're scared something will leave.
Yeah,
like,
I'm scared. Like, oh, like something's gonna happen, or maybe I said the wrong thing, and they're gonna leave, and blah blah blah. And I've
overcompensate for that reason.
Yeah, and I've had that. But now that I've gotten older, I have like the avoidant where it's like
sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, like I'm not even really gonna
isolate, shut down.
Yeah, like I completely remove myself if it gets to thing like that or whatever. But I feel like sometimes I bounce between. Actually, no. As I got older, I'm not really anxious avoidant or anxious attached anymore. But anxious avoidant, definitely. Like, man's be like, oh my God, I like you so much. I'll be like,
wait, like that turns you off?
Not turns me off, but I get like,
stresses you out a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
because
okay,
then
okay.
I get that. That makes sense.
Like, do you self-sabotage it?
I don't self-sabotage necessarily, but it's hard for me to like jump in 2 feet because I just have like, bro, I'm gonna like you're gonna do something that's gonna like it's gonna fuck me up.
Right.
Can I ask you,
You know what I'm
something?
saying?
So with that answer, do you think like from your past relationships that just like it stays in your mind and then that's what
100%.
makes you like not want to jump
100%.
fully in?
100%.
I've always heard that like if you jump in with any new person, it's a new way to experience like what kind of love you want at the end of the day.
I think that's true.
So you have not
I would
fully
love to feel that.
So it's,
When's it gonna be me?
You just gotta follow your own advice. Then.
Yeah, it's just like like I said, like oh, like I like you, and I'm like, yeah, I like you, and I get like thing, and then when I do feel myself like jumping 2 feet, I'm just like, yeah, but like,
Are you
I don't
afraid of
know.
falling in love?
That could be self-sabotage.
It's not because the thing is like, yes, I'm ready. Maybe
You
I
guys
just
are
don't.
asking her 2 questions at the same
I
time.
know, right? Like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What? Where are we? Where are we? Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Are
Go
you
ahead.
afraid to fall in love?
No.
Scares you?
With the right person, I'm scared of being overly vulnerable and someone just like pulling the plug.
That
I don't like that idea.
real.
This
I
is not,
hate
this
that
is not
idea.
even a diss. This sounds like a lot of men. Same answer.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Like a lot of men are afraid to be vulnerable in new relationships, no matter what. Kind
100%.
it is.
And the thing is, I'm not afraid because I've done it. But like, my issue is I need to learn how to get over like certain situations. Cause like, for example, like if I'm talking to a guy and he gets cold feet once, I'm already completely like shut off. He could come back to me a changed person, blah, blah, this and that. And I'm still like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause like, it's like, well, yeah, but I also can't necessarily always be like that. Cause you know, sometimes situations happen. Like my parents were like, when my parents got together, my dad broke up with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys do dumb shit sometimes. But I don't, like, if I was my mom in that moment, I don't know if I'd be able to wipe the slate clean and take him back.
But you wouldn't say that.
But then if my mom didn't do that, I wouldn't be here.
So you can't really say that like if that happens, I'll always do that. It depends on the person.
It does, I guess.
Okay.
But it will take a lot for me to, like, fully be able to, like, okay, yeah, that's fine. You did, like, whatever.
No
You
Nelly
know?
and Ashanti for you.
No what?
Nelly and Ashanti.
Man, spin the block after damn near 20 years. Hell no. What the hell? I hope I'm secure with someone else by then. Locked in. I'm like, what the hell?
Not even 2 years, yeah.
Spinning the block after 20? Man, don't spin the block after me.
Nelly and Ashanti's extreme. That's
Yeah, that's a long time.
It is.
I
Running
hope
back
by
to
then
you.
I'm like secure with someone, my own kids. I said, what? No, hell, if God, if that's the plan for me, don't do it.
Don't do
Do
it.
not have no man spin the block on me in years. After years, I think that's the thing. I think after years, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So what do
If
you,
too much time goes by, nah.
so what do you think of people who go back to each other after like 2 or 3 years?
They're better than me. Better than me. I don't know about that, yo. 2-3 years? Years
Yeah.
is a long time.
I know.
We only have one life to live.
I'm not a block spinner either.
Yeah, 2-3 years, those are 2 different people.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
2-3 years?
Yeah.
Nah. Spinning the block has an expiry date for me.
Statute of limitations.
Yes. Spinning the block 100% statute of limitations. Don't get me wrong. I've definitely taken guys back who spun the block.
Yeah.
If the situation wasn't
The statute of limitations higher for
You have, but like
domestic
just months,
assault?
not years.
yeah, months, but years?
Okay.
What?
Yeah, just okay. I got you.
I've definitely had situations where guys spend in months and I'm over it. And I'm like, no. This is dead. And I've guys spend in months and I'm like, okay, let's give it another shot. But years? What?
Do you guys think that attachment styles are like permanent?
No, because I've
No.
had
No.
I've experienced both. Yeah. Yeah.
I do think like for a lot of people, that's good that like you acknowledge that it isn't. But a lot of people, it's like kind of like astrology, but I don't want to talk about that.
Please
it's
don't.
like
Facts.
they get one.
Set in stone.
Yeah, they get one attachment style, and then it just becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. They're like, I'm this thing now.
Same with love languages.
Can you
Your
name
love
them?
languages can change.
What are they?
Quality time, physical touch, acts of service, giving
Gift-giving.
gifts or gift giving.
You said quality time?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my God, what's the fifth? Acts of service, quality time, physical touch, gift giving,
I think that's that.
No, it's five.
Words of admiration.
words of affirmation. That's what I never care about, so I forget it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like to get encouraged.
I mean, I don't
Talk
mind.
is cheap.
Yes, my love language is acts of service. Like you could tell me, yeah, like you're the only one, this and that. You're the most beautiful person in the world. Like,
How do you
this,
distinguish acts of service from gift giving?
acts of service is like the intention.
Okay.
Gift giving is like
No, you embodied that with one
yeah,
answer.
yeah. Gift giving is like
Frivolous.
Here's this
bag on this
yeah.
day, shoes on this day. You want a new pair of AirPods? Here's an iPhone. Like acts of
But
service is like,
Acts of service
I know.
can be getting you a pair of AirPods because you just lost yours 2 weeks ago, and
That's not the same
2 days
thing.
ago. But and I know that you need your AirPods for when you do this, and you're doing that thing in 2 days, and like you wouldn't have had time to get it. Maybe it's too much money. Like I don't know. Isn't
That's
that an
not-
act of service?
Yes.
No,
yeah,
that's not the same thing,
kinda.
man.
Acts of service
That's
is
a
like
gift. That's getting a gift.
I think that's getting the gift, honestly, because the gift giving is for intention for something. Like my boyfriend's gonna want AirPods. That's gift giving, no matter what the reason you use the AirPods for.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This shit sounds a little fugazi to me. But at
Really?
least with the attachment styles, that sounded like at least a little pseudoscientific.
Yeah.
This love language shit, I don't know about that.
I think the love language shit is real.
I think it's all like
Yeah.
credit scores.
I don't think everybody can do all five.
Like
though.
they invented it in the 80s.
What do you don't think
and
everyone can
it's
do all
not-
five?
And it just stuck.
I think some people would have struggles with affirmation or physical touch, depending on like what kind of person they are.
It's funny because I saw a tweet where there was like girls whose love language is physical touch are also girls who hate being touched, and that's 100% me. 100%.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, for me it is.
For you, maybe, yeah.
Like
That makes
I
sense.
love physical touch,
makes sense,
and I
yeah.
can be a very touchy person, but like I also hate being touched. Certain times, like sometimes I'm like, bro, what is going on?
I-
It has to be the right person, or
100% right person, and like I have
but
to.
even
be,
that right person has to be the right time.
Yeah, because like for example, do you? Again, Love Is Blind. Did you watch season 1 of Love Is Blind?
I think yeah. I think I watched the first one.
Do you
and the
remember
last one.
Cam and Lauren, the black girl and the white guy?
No, sorry.
Okay, whatever. He was always touching her. Like they'd be talking and he'd be like
Yeah, you'd
this.
be like, okay.
And like she'd like be in like the bedroom and he'd be like this. And it's like, why are you always touching her? Like that would throw me off.
Did she say that, or you saw that
I
and you
saw
had
that
a
and I
visceral
was like,
reaction?
yeah.
Like
When
oh.
I saw that, I'm like, bro, he's always touching her.
Yeah.
Like I like physical touch, like like if we're watching a movie or like hold my hand or like what I'm saying, like
So if he walks past you in the kitchen, no smacking on the
yes,
ass?
that I like.
Okay,
But
okay.
if we're just having conversation
What
about
was
what we're-
dude doing? That's what the.
Okay, so if we're having a conversation about we're having dinner tonight, and his hand would just be like on her back, and it's like, oh, what do you want for dinner tonight? This, and that, and it's like we can just talk about ordering, but like you don't have to be touching me when we're talking about Uber
He
Eats.
doesn't have to do all
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like that throws me off a little bit. Like,
Okay.
if we're just chilling in the
Yeah.
house, and you like your hands on my thigh, we're talking about getting Chinese food.
Yeah, chill out.
We don't have to. And like if I go to use the bathroom and you walk me to the bathroom with your hand on my back,
Okay,
why?
yeah,
Yeah,
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
Like every time she moved, he moved with her, and like Jet was like holding her all the time. And I was like, bro, why can't she just move in silence?
This is funny because as men, we're the initiators of that usually.
Yeah.
So that never crossed my mind because
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that OD.
He's OD with it. Like I said, I like
That-
holding hands.
yeah,
I like
okay.
cuddling. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like peck here and there, blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm not going to be in the function, like
Yeah.
rubbing hands with Mucho 24/7. Like, move, bro. Circle around or
Facts.
something. I like spurts of physical
Yeah,
touch.
yeah.
But I don't
It
need-
makes it
It
feel
sounds
more.
like the girl's his safety blanket or something.
Yeah.
Like-
But I like spurts of physical touch. I'll say that.
But that has to be in the right setting, though.
I mean, I can physical touch anywhere. No, I'm kidding. But yes. Ideally, the right setting. And, but I just can't. If I'm like going to the bathroom, don't be like, oh, yeah. I'm like, man, what's going on? But also don't leave me for dead.
So, but even when it comes to that woman on the TikTok, right? So she's gonna end up meeting a dude where she's gonna have to put it on him to get him, right?
Yeah, in theory, yeah.
Kind of like what Simone Biles did.
Oh God.
These transitions.
Oh
today.
God.
He's
Right.
just
He is
throwing
Chris
lobs
Paul.
all-
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Isn't that what
yeah.
Simone Biles did?
Lob City.
What
Let's
did
go.
she do?
And is it bad that he bragged about that? How he was the catch, how he was.
I think he just feels nice that like Simone Biles, the Olympian, is his girl, and I think he's just kind of flexing by doing all this.
Yeah, but and it was like in the midst of a podcast like this, right? Like they were talking to him, insinuating, "Hey, look at you! I can't believe you bagged her." Blah blah blah, and they're like hyping it up.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
we you saw the clip, right?
Yeah.
And then all he did was correct them and said, "Actually, she DM'd me. She came on to me." And then this set up a firestorm.
I don't understand the
That's still not
firestorm
ending. That's
like
still
that.
not ending.
How did he say it? Like very cocky, or was it just like monotone?
So I'm the catch.
Very confidently, but correcting the narrative that they were portraying, that he was going after her.
And then I think they said, "Oh, so you were the catch," and he agrees.
And then he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, he says, "Yeah," and he agrees.
I don't think there's anything
And she
wrong
was
with that.
there in the room apparently when they had this
Oh,
conversation.
you're right. She was on the show.
That's what she says in her interview. She was like, I was literally sitting next to him when they asked him this, and I had no problem with it, but the internet had all types of problems with it.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's what happened, right?
I've slid in DMs before.
Hell yeah.
Am I gonna say that he was the catch? No. But like, yes, I did the initial sliding, but I'm the catch.
But if you pursue him, wouldn't that be a catch in your eyes if you bag him?
For sure.
Okay.
I mean, okay, wait.
No. If you slid in his DMs
Right.
and it was your intention to bag him and you bag him, is he not the catch in this scenario then?
But he bagged me too.
No. You went to go bag him first. He didn't talk to you first.
But he wanted to.
No, Zoe.
Well,
Don't.
I think I know what Zoe means. Because,
Yeah.
like, essentially, when it comes to a relationship, is the implication that there's only one catch out of the two?
There's
We're
a
catching each
breadwinner.
other.
We're catching each other. Okay. Fair
Right,
enough.
we're both
Yeah.
catches. Sometimes you just gotta like, men are like babies, right? Sometimes you just gotta
Guide us.
guide, you know? Come, the milk is over here. Come, bottle time. Come.
Yes.
But you gotta gently scoot them in the right direction. And then once they get their footing, you let them walk. So when I slid in his DMs, I was, picking him up. He fell on his bum.
Yeah.
I found him. I picked him up on his feet, let him walk, and then started running. Let it
Okay.
slide. Sometimes you just gotta lift men up a little bit. They say y'all are babies. Y'all need coddling.
Well, the classic term is that, women are choosing, right?
For sure. But like I said, men need coddling.
Coddling, okay.
And men like to do little subliminal things. I don't fall for that. You know what men like to like I had this guy I used to
Plant
talk
seeds.
to. You plant seeds or watch things or like all of a sudden they're like liking certain things. And it's like, yo, listen,
Yeah.
I'm here when you're ready,
What are hints they give?
Use your voice.
your
Use
chest.
your voice. I had a guy I used to talk to years ago. He never followed me on Twitter, nothing. But he would like tweets that I know is not on your TL. You're the only person liking this tweet. And we don't follow each other. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to fall for the trap.
Okay.
He
What's the
wanted
trap?
you to follow first?
Yeah, or he wanted me to hit him up like, oh, like I see you liking my... You know what I'm saying?
That's
Don't do that.
You see how you view that as a trap?
What do you view it as?
I'm not saying it's a trap, but I'm just like,
that's game though. He's trying to run something.
yeah.
Guys, guys know... You guys think you're smart. Guys know how to keep a woman, I don't want that door closed. I'm with my foot in the door. So I got to sprinkle some stuff to let her know, like, yo, I'm still
Breadcrumbs.
I'm
that's
still
what they
here
call
when,
it.
and it's like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat the bread. You say it with your chest.
Put some more kindle wood in that fire. It's
Thank
gonna die
you.
out.
If you want something, talk about it. If you want something, do it. Don't breadcrumb me.
Yeah.
What?
Breadcrumbing's pussy.
I'll blow those breadcrumbs away. Kick them off the table.
Because more times niggas are just like shooting like 30 shots. You know what I mean? Like if they're doing it that subtle, right?
Yeah.
More times, it's just one's gonna work.
As I'm saying, don't like my story. Tell me you love me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You never used that too. Just don't like my story.
What if it was a really nice story though?
Tell me you love me.
What if you just like your story though? What if you posted something cool? We just wanted to like it.
What's cool? Me looking great?
Why not?
This
What if
hair-
it's the greatest you really did ever?
the greatest I ever looked?
What if this really is
Yeah.
exceptional? This really is noteworthy here. I ain't never seen this. This is.
Please.
I ain't
if-
never seen you act like this.
Please.
What if you posted on your story? You were on the red carpet and he liked it. Is that still that a signal? He could just be happy for your success.
Yeah. What if you posted like one of the W's with the podcast and he just likes that and he's
That's
showing
different.
support?
But if it's like me looking bad as hell.
You dress
Well-
for the day parties and stuff.
What
then-
dress for the day parties?
I don't know. It's whatever you posted this week.
No, I don't know. It's not even this weekend. It could be anytime. Like I say, men just likes every day, like.
So all these people that constantly like your more scandalous pics,
they're not scandalous.
More,
I'm not posting like
more,
I look good.
yes, more.
I'm not scandalous.
All these men that like your pictures,
You know what?
you know what I mean? The nicer pictures, the ones
Okay.
where you're trying to look.
When I look good,
Yeah,
stepping
man.
out. Okay.
Yeah, the ones that consistently like those ones. Do you want every man that
No,
does
no,
that
no,
to
no,
DM
no,
you?
no, no, no.
You can't have it both ways.
This is how you want to know?
You can't have it both ways.
No.
You can't have it both
I
ways. though.
definitely don't want everyone. But my thing is,
Do you
if
want to
you're-
do some X-Men shit where only the ones that you want, that know that want you, are going to DM you?
This
me,
isn't,
my-
this isn't cerebral.
To me,
It's
my
one-
X-Men.
it's the one where you already know. It's the one where you already know.
But does he already know that you know?
Of course he knows that I know.
Oh my god.
So then what are we
He might
doing
not.
here? I'm very
Might
confused
not. We're
now.
not. We're not that good.
We're not mind readers.
Yeah, we're
You think
kinda
we're
dumb.
mind
We're kinda
readers. We're-
dumb.
So,
like you said, we're dumb. We're children.
Have you ever had, or right now, have a man that you see like your story and you're just like, why the fuck are you not DMing me?
Ooh, that's spicy, man. You gonna set her up like that? Let's see what she says.
Sorry, repeat the question. Is there a man who likes my stories now?
Or have you ever had a man
Oh,
that
that's not as
likes...
spicy.
Okay, I'll say it right now.
Okay,
do you-
chill out.
No,
Chill
no,
out.
no,
Chill
shush.
out, chill out.
Do you have
Chill
a...
out. This has been episode. What are we?
No, 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 no,
231.
no, no, no,
This has been episode.
no, we're doing it.
Don't cut off the other biracial hosts. Let's go.
Have you ever had a man in your that likes your story that you wish that would DM you?
Wish?
Whatever, Tron.
Someone's got so much pride, eh? Like, I can't even.
Whatever
I don't wish for no
technology you
niggas
wanna
to message me.
Want,
Get
wish,
the fuck out of here.
want, wish, whatever.
I'd be like, yo, like just at this point, just do it.
So you're funny.
What's stopping you from you sliding into his DMs?
I slide. Listen, I slide when I'm very intentional with my sliding, eh? I don't slide in everybody's DMs. I slide when I want that man.
Respectfully, okay.
But I'm saying, if I slide and now whatever happened, blah blah, and now you're just liking stories, bro, move.
Okay. I get you.
Or if like if I slid, we had a thing, whatever, and now you're liking stories, bro. You know how many times that happens?
That's funny.
That's bread coming for real.
You know when like you know how many that's saying niggas are not smart. You know how many times and y'all all do the same thing. You know how many times you entertain a guy, you guys a thing, it falls off, and then they just heart. It's like, no. What's wrong? Like, what's happening?
That's fucked up.
And you're looking at that because you do it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm making my face at what it means.
Yes, you do. What does it mean?
It's my collection.
Collection? What's collection?
Even if I
That's
hit it
like
once, it's part
that's
of my
like that's
collection.
like that's like he's kind of keeping you like in the back pocket.
I'm nobody's back pocket. I'll tell you that right now.
You don't know that.
Zoe,
You
what-
really don't know.
What?
You don't
The
know
reserves.
Back pocket?
That. You never know.
That's what it sounds.
If
That's
you
what it
can-
sounds like when you
I will
describe.
never be someone's back.
It's not me.
You can
This
ne-
is not
you
me.
will-
I
you
am.
can never know, Zoe.
That meant someone's back pocket?
You don't know.
How? It would have to go both ways.
Exactly.
She would have to be willing.
I understand that, but like you've never known if a guy just DMs you, you guys are chatting, if you're his first option or the back pocket. He could
Word.
be. He could
His
be talking
back
to you at the
pocket
same
might
time.
seem like another nigga's front pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means at this point. I don't know what that means.
And Zoe wears the pants.
100% I do. But I just
Toxic
it's not
masculinity.
toxic at all. I just don't listen. Story liking is
Ain't no niggas that wish message me.
yeah. I'm not wish.
Okay, every terminology I use.
Why would I wish for a man to message me?
I don't know.
This is her avoidant attachment style.
I know.
I'm just sitting here like, please hit me up, please hit me up, please hit me up. Are you crazy? Me?
Nigga, you better.
Me wish sit there. Oh my god. Me,
Okay, I'm sorry, not wish. Demand the nigga to do.
Not even demand. Do what you want to. Listen, I believe in let someone do what they want to do so you can see what they'd rather do. Okay?
Zoe pulls up to like open pickup runs with her car and rolls down the window and goes, "Hey yo, ma! Hey yo, Shun! Nice shot, Shun!"
Let people do what they want to do so you can see what they'd rather do and just keep tabs. That's it. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I love this. Listen, people like my stories every day. Like some of them I have no interest in, but you know, like my stories. Okay, cool. I see it. I see you.
Then what?
Then what?
Then
Is
she
that
waits.
what you're saying?
Huh?
Then she waits.
No, you're saying like you like my story, but then what? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. I
Do
see it.
something, nigga.
I'm not gonna say nothing though. You know where I stay. No, I'm kidding.
You know where I
Brampton.
stay.
Brampton. Peel Region Princess. Anyways, we're done with this episode. What is this, episode 19? Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back next week.